Hello everyone and welcome to Ready City Crit. I am your Dungeon Master Harna and joining me today is my usual rigmarole of players. Let's start off with the person who is least likely to get invited to a super secret elite hacker tribe and actually be good at it. And we'll work our way all the way up to the most elitist hacker.
Hi, I'm Ryan, and I play Cyrus Revanmar, the Acemar Barbarian, who is stupid in game, but I am also stupid in life. Technology does not agree with me. Next.
Hi, I'm George. I'm better at technology than him, but that's it. The bar's low. The bar's real low. I play Atlas Moreau,
Ouch.
the Owlin Druid, who also ain't the smartest cookie in the tin. And I'll pass it on to our next hacker extraordinaire.
I'm Mary. I play Astra, the ASMR cleric, and she's somewhere middle of the road, so yeah, that sounds about right. And I'll pass it on to the next.
Hi, I'm Anthony. Beres Daku, the Satan Rogue fighter, and I'll pass it on to Will.
I feel like you wildly overestimate my ability there, Anthony. But okay.
I would say Mary's pretty tech savvy, but that's just me.
Just accent and work. That's about it.
Like, I worked in IT, but like you fixed my DDoS, so that's like I'll put you.
You also
first.
have to consider, like, are we talking like hardware or software? Because like
But I
if
was
it's
about to say,
if it's
'cause
in the computer, I'm absolutely fucked. But if it's a physical piece of a computer, I might have a chance.
Doesn't matter if it's in the computer or on the computer, or it goes in the computer.
I managed to take my
Perfect
PC
map,
apart and
Randy,
rebuild
tell.
it once. Like,
I
it wasn't
was
that
just
hard.
waiting. I was waiting for the comment of Ryan just going, I wasn't sure when to plug this in. I'm playing Volgir, the Duragar Ranger. And we'll pass on to the most techie of everyone.
I don't think I'm the most techie.
You
Dude,
most techie.
Dude, your fucking desk looks like Radio Shack.
Yeah, that's fair.
You got gazmos and gadgets aplenty.
I
I'm
just
just
think
going to
they're
point
neat.
at the Discord,
Who's
is all I'm going to do.
Lower.
But yeah,
You have something called the Thrustmaster. And it's not a sex toy, somehow.
I mean, like, it could be.
That was delivered to our door in a giant box that said Thrustmaster 3000 on it.
No,
and I
that's
was
not
like,
16,000 actually.
16,000? I'm so sorry. And I was like,
Get your numbers right.
I don't want to know what's in that box because it's not going anywhere near me, okay?
And it's okay. It's
What's worse is if it turned up like 2 weeks before your birthday or something like that as well.
I do not want the Thrustmaster.
It's okay. It's just a flight sim rig. But yeah, who wants to remind us what happened last time?
The
We hacked
internet.
some people.
We thought
Yeah, the internet.
We
became
made
virtual
Virtual
contact.
internet people.
We made contact with a group of elite hackers who are super cool and not at all nerdy. And they were like, hey, this other group of hackers also, maybe?
Yep.
This other internet group are bad guys, and we want to steal some of their files. So you can either go to the place in person and get those files, or you can sneak via the internet to get those files. And we were like, put us in the
Internet
internet.
sneaking.
That sounds fun. So we went in the internet. Everyone revealed their varying degrees of trauma via how they appeared.
Both of the girls got hotter.
With
all the
Beros
guys had
somehow at
trauma.
the top and bottom of the trauma list simultaneously. There were some shenanigans, some 3D, some 2D. We fought some completely non-branded
Generic.
enemies.
Generic malware.
Generic malware. We got through some dragon firewalls.
Or were we the malware? Because they were technically like the guardian.
Yeah, they were like the
They're like
security. They're like the
antivirus.
antivirus. Yeah.
But are
We're
all
still
antivirus
terrorists,
not a
but internet
malware?
form.
We used our spells in wacky, goofy ways. And then we climbed out through a portal that a fox made for us.
The Firefox.
A Firefox. And now we're not in the internet anymore.
Does this make us cyber terrorists?
Yes.
Sounds about right. Yeah, we're still terrorists somehow.
We're just racking
We
up
tried to
those
avoid the
terrorists.
terrorism. Yeah, but wouldn't terrorism require it to be against the government?
Yeah, I think so. But we don't know who we're hacking. It might be the government.
You can terrorize a group of individuals. Doesn't have to be against the
Yeah, but
government.
I don't think you're terrorists if you're terrorizing a group of individuals. I think it has to be like agreed upon.
Do terrorists not terrorize? Is that not?
Yes,
Yeah,
but they terrorize on like a wider level.
I was about to.
I feel like if you're just
Google,
just
what defines
terrorizing a single
terrorist?
group, that's just harassment,
Yeah.
right?
Hey Google, what defines a terrorist? Open up!
No, it'd be, how much terrorism do I have to do to be a terrorist? Boom,
Just
boom.
as long as we don't ask that, Ryan. I think we're
Every
okay.
now and then, I'm like writing something, and I'm just there googling like, how long takes corpse to decay fully in desert, and then googling things like, do not come for me. Am writing story. Do not. I have never killed someone and dumped them in a desert. I live in Northern Ireland and it's very wet everywhere. And you can't dump someone in a bog. They don't decay. We know this.
But yeah.
Yeah, but you could
Don't
do
go,
people
not
stuff.
not from personal experience, because I know what a bog bud. Have you not heard the
So-
story of the
so
head
we
in the bog?
As you
We
all
return to
awaken,
D&D.
as you all awaken from your cybernet adventure, you all rematerialize back in the like material plane as you know it. You extending your like kind of like awareness back out from your holostraps and reappearing in physical space.
Not as hot anymore, or not as 2D anymore.
All back to
So
the
we
way.
actually made it
Frizz
back,
mode.
surprisingly.
Yeah, we made it back. Tewa is
Oh god.
laid on one of the big sofas and is wearing all three of the VR headsets. There is like all the food around them, all licked clean apart from the salad on each plate of the 5 steaks you ordered. Just the salad was untouched. Even the goat didn't want that. But yeah, you're back, kind of like you see the call with Spectre's team there again, and they and you're basically at a point where you have information and you can give it up now if you'd like, and call it a day, or you can use the information you have to try to physically go visit and deal with this other group once and for all, potentially.
I feel like we should try to not murder people on like at least one planet.
Yeah, let's just go
Just
the
like
cheap
one,
way and
you know?
get some cash and just
Also,
sod off.
could we by any chance have a little nappy nap, because I'm very hurt.
Please.
I haven't slept in
do
like
you-
3 sessions. I would very much like a little lay down.
Well, we can pay for the room for the night.
Yeah, but just like immediately, just like 30-minute lay down,
I
just
think I paid for 2 hours, didn't I?
You pay for 2 hours. I think you spent the first kind of hour
So we
like
could
getting
do-
all set up. So you wouldn't get enough. You probably would need another hour. But you could also just
Hour.
go downstairs to the pub, and have a short rest.
our
You
short
don't
rest
need.
doesn't have to be asleep.
Yeah, you don't
We
have
can
to have
just,
it in a
like-
private
Oh,
room. You could just have it in the pub
Yeah,
if
we
you're
could do
happy.
that.
You only rented this room because you wanted your attempting illicit activities to be secret.
Yes. So, should we just tell them we're happy and done before I load this up? Or do people want to go a bit further? I think we just get the money and get going.
Yeah,
Need to do. You don't see
Yeah.
why we need to stay.
let's not push
Do
our
we need
luck.
to hold on to this suitcase in case they need to contact us again? Like, is this a lockbox
Well,
of some sort?
They did say that they were going to give us some equipment as rewards, so they might leave it with us.
Yeah, so maybe hold on to that just in case.
Well, I need to go speak to them and let them know that it's all done and get our payment. So,
You look
Yeah.
over at the
Talk-
briefcase which is open, and you see the team's call is still
Oh, shit.
on.
They're still
I
listening.
don't-
Oh,
hello.
You recall when you came back, you saw the elven girl who was lit up
Oh, fuck,
again,
they're
and then oh fuck, they're back, and actually dimmed her
thank God we didn't
Again.
start talking about how we're planning on inevitably betraying these guys, right? Anyway,
So you have contact with them if you got it. You don't have to seek them out or like that, but they are.
Yeah. So should we just okay, just wave at them and just go so all done. I want our money, please.
Of course, we will siphon off that information real quick, and you see a download basically begins to happen as they take the information from the like laptop effectively that you're using. I will transfer those chits to the your holostrap. Excellent work, V. And Beros, you receive 10,000 chits because it was Beros's holostrap that was connected.
Oh no, the payment didn't go through.
If you would like to help us dealing with this team face to face, you're more than welcome. I can look at extending out a more reward for that. But if you want to simply call it there, by all means.
We're trying to not kill people anymore. I mean,
No,
ever.
we're still okay with killing people as long as it's the right people.
Fair enough.
We can't keep doing this on every place.
But
It's starting to look bad.
They're called the Dark Web Syndicate. Or the Dark Syndicate. Or
You just
whatever they're
appeared
called.
as a half devil in cyberspace, okay?
Yeah.
Bad guy,
I've
good
got-
guy lines are getting blurred everywhere.
Obviously, I've got
Speaking of
issues.
bad guy lines getting blurred everywhere, Harry has confirmed that I do have to change my alignment to neutral now because I've done too much.
Alice ain't good.
I've done bad things and I'm being punished.
Well, to be fair, what you were doing was not very good.
Yeah, neutral. Definitely
So-
neutral. Not evil.
Alignment,
but-
alignment's
So you
nothing. They don't-
chaotic
I
neutral.
just think it's funny that I went in with Terran as chaotic neutral and played him but nothing but chaotic good, and then I went in with Alice as chaotic good and was like hard left.
Hey,
You saw the
alignments-
door. You turned
alignments are-
around.
They don't mean anything. You know, you can be good, neutral, or evil. It
If I
doesn't
become
matter.
evil, it's your fault. It's your fault. It's not Cyrus's fault. It is Ryan's fault.
Ryan was a
You're-
goody two shoes paladin for 7 years. Now he's dipping into evil. Okay.
Just saying.
so guys-
Not Cyrus's fault. Ryan's fault. And if I have to kick someone's ass, it's not Cyrus's ass that's getting kicked.
Yeah, but as UBC, agree that you're done with the work, as it sounds like. They used to say, a shame, but we understand. If you return back to the park where we had the initial dead drop, I'll organize a little bonus left for you for your swift work and your ability to leave very few tracks behind. It is appreciated.
Okay. Did you guys say you wanted to sit down for a bit? I'll meet you back down here, or does someone want to come with me?
I'll come with
downstairs?
you. I'll come with you for the drop.
What if they
I'm-
attack?
I think I'm going to kind of glare at Beros. I think I need someone to join me.
Beros already asleep.
with you.
Beros
Atlas,
I
already
just said-
asleep.
Atlas will give Astra a look, which is purely just, are we really going to send these men by themselves? Communicated only via her eyes.
We should
You put your
probably
mask.
go.
You put your mask back on for the screen, so she can't see your eyes.
Well, also,
I
Atlas,
mean, I feel like
Atlas
it's a
has
head
to.
tilt, like, are we sure we're doing this?
Atlas has to have her mask on because the star marker's in the ship.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So Atlas is back to her normal suit,
Atlas cannot unmask anymore.
unless she uses the little air bubble spell.
Or just risks
maybe-
it.
Are we all going then?
Risks it for a biscuit. Yeah, let's all go. We can relax in the
Sod it,
park.
let's all go then.
Okay, so you all go off together, leaving the pub behind, and you head back to your dead drop. You are busy.
Take the VR headsets off tower.
Yeah, they're very upset. They were all playing different games, watching different movies and things.
And they're all just drastically different.
Oh yeah, no, they were. I think
like, wow, this is
I'm
a
almost
really-
certain I
really
described them at the end of last
horrible
session.
This is a really horrible horror game, and are you playing Minecraft?
The goat was playing Goat Sim.
Oh,
Sorry,
to be a
be right
full
back,
goat.
Someone seems to be knocking on the door downstairs, which is really confusing since I don't live here.
I can imagine the goat playing the duck Is it the duck or the goose sim where the goose goes around and stealing
Ah.
shit?
Untitled Goose Game.
Yeah.
I love Untitled Goose Game.
But yeah,
I can't be the bad guy in any video game, and then it was like, what if you were a goose though? It's like, oh, I'm an asshole. I love it.
but yeah, you basically drop off the stuff at the bench, and upon instruction, there's a few like guides at the hollow shop of like where to find the drop. It's basically like hidden in a bush next to it, and they ask that you leave the briefcase basically there as well, which Volker is able to oblige easy enough. Inside there are a few different items. So
Sorry about that. Seems like there's some kids doing door.
Oh, right door
No.
one.
Yeah.
Belfast. Best name
Well, they've
for
been
it.
doing it for the last half an hour, and it's been pissing me off. I was ignoring it the first 3 times.
That's what they want. They want you to get pissed off, so you go going, "Hey, you kids, get off my, stop banging my
Well,
door," and then they're like,
They changed their knock. The first 2 times they did it, they went like really fast, like they were trying to run away. This one, they actually did a big loud thump, like someone was trying to bang down the door.
It's 'cause
One
you
time
didn't
I
get-
was
they didn't
playing
get
that game
reaction
as a
the first
kid, and as I went to run back down their path, I tripped, and I heard the door open just as I fell, like, spread-eagled onto the ground. And then I just, like, the door stayed open for, like, a solid 5 seconds, and then just closed again. And I can only imagine how smug that person must have felt as I lay on the ground, winded and dying.
Right.
Okay.
Open the door. Oh, that's not
Items.
Yep. So there are 5 items. So one of them, the first one that kind of stands out. You see a small, sleek, metallic device. It kind of looks like a USB drive, but it has a like holographic interface on it, effectively. There's another one with a very almost like ergonomic design. It kind of looks like a hearing aid a little bit, but it doesn't have the bit that actually goes in the ear. It's more like it just like curves like and clips onto the ear itself.
Well, that's definitely not for me.
There is a small gadget, kind of like the size of like a power bank, which has a touchscreen and various input ports. There is a lightweight kind of looking like little clip device. It looks like it's supposed to be like attached onto like a lapel or like clothing of some kind, but it doesn't. It's not like made of metal. It's almost made of like a flexible material. And finally, there is a what appears to be a hollow strap add-on, which is like a little blue gem.
They didn't happen to leave a little card that says what each of these do, did they?
Nope.
You forgot the
do I have
instruction
to spend-
manuals.
Do we have to spend some time in sitting there trying to
I
work
mean, like
them out?
if you spend a short rest with these items, you all will be able to work out what to do.
So I guess we just take one each, and then, you know.
You just take one each, learn, and
And
then
then
you
we
can
can
pass them around
swap
as you
and
see fit.
swip as we...
But actually, no. I'll just,
Because you're going to be
yeah,
going
just-
straight
I'll
for a
just
short
hand them
rest
out.
anyway after this, I assume. Are you going to go back to the
We're gonna
Chimera?
go back to
Yeah, back to the
ship,
bar.
Yeah.
right? Back
Right.
to
Yeah,
the bar?
back to
Or the ship.
the bar.
And back to
Because
the
they
bar.
left the Chimera behind.
How long is it until the engines replenish? It's another like 5 hours or something.
Oh,
isn't
it's
it?
only been like
Yeah.
a couple hours. Like, you know, you guys have still plenty of time here. You've had like a little bit of a rest. It's 12 hours till your repairs are done as well. So you've had like, you know, you've still got a good like 8
Well, I
hours
guess we
before you're
can
ready
hang
to
out at the
travel.
bar for a
Yeah.
bit.
Why don't we go back, have a quick rest, and then maybe go around and see what else we can do?
No, you can rest at the bar.
Yeah, that's it. We just go have a couple drinks and
Yeah.
chill a bit now.
You celebrate your victory. But yeah, you head back. You know, you spend some time with the items. The first item is a data spike. Basically, all of these items will require attunement just to prerequisite them. It basically allows. Actually, I'm gonna slightly retcon this because it actually makes more sense. The data spike is a single-use consumable item, but it can be plugged into any like terminal or like interface that is of a digital standard, and it will unlock the system. So it'll basically, it's kind of like a skeleton key, one-time use for like a digital system.
Auto hack.
Yeah.
Omnigel auto hack.
Like, oh no, we're stuck in this room with a digital lock. Let me just bam, bam, bam.
Bing.
Oh no,
Yeah.
the lasers are hitting me and I'm stressed to try and turn off the security system. I'll just
Bam,
boop.
Volgear will look at Beros and go, I think these three, considering they seem to get themselves locked in places they don't need to be.
Hey.
The
I would
second item.
argue that we're very good at getting ourselves unlocked from places.
The second item is is called a neural interface jack. It enables whoever is wearing it to be able to basically like neurally interface with electronic computers and systems within 10 foot of them. It also allows telepathy within 10 foot of them as well.
Pretty cool.
So you're obviously still limited by all the things you can normally do, but it means that you can like have a bit of remote control around things like that.
So effectively, you could stand in the middle of the cockpit and go, "I want that to do this," and then move on
You
to
wouldn't
that,
have to
on that.
move to the terminal. You could like, it's like Tony Stark like kind of style, like, but you know only you can
Yeah.
see it in your head. It's like a neural. It literally is like a neural interface jack.
How does Fury see these returns?
I'm just picturing
That man
the
playing
focus-
Gallagher. He
the
thought we
focus
wouldn't
from,
notice.
Horizon Zero Dawn. That's what I'm picturing.
Anyone playing Gallagher?
And the next item, the little small like handheld like power bank with the touchscreen and very simple ports. It is a quantum decoder. It is basically used to decode encryption, but it does take time to do so. But you can basically it's built to be very difficult to detect. So you would the idea is you could connect it to a system, leave it there, and then come back and pick it up. So you could like essentially drop it off. Again, that's a one-time use item.
Something tells me these are all going to have key parts into this jailbreak.
So something tells me that all these parts are very useful for Volgear.
Hey, you
Hacking
need.
and hacking.
I
and-
feel like someone who can't do coding / computer work might be best with the one that's just a plug and go.
Yeah, but once I use the plug and go, if I face another thing that needs hacking, I'm like, well, I already used my one thing.
Guess I'm leaving.
The little lightweight clip device. It seems to be some kind of like signal disruptor. It's called a phantom cloak. Whoever is wearing this, basically clips on to like an item of clothing or directly onto your body itself. If you're wearing it, it basically emits a slight signal disruption, which basically obscures your face and like prevents any like cameras or drones being able to really properly identify you, which makes it very difficult for like digital like tracking and following of that kind of nature. It also has a once-a-day ability called Data Wipe, which wipes data from any kind of like unshielded electronic devices within 30 foot of you. So if like you guys get spotted by a camera, you could activate a Data Wipe and it would just like purge the information from ever being there, maybe give you time to get out of there, things like that.
That might be useful for Cyrus, because
Yeah.
distinctive features.
Or bird creature.
Bird.
Yeah, bird.
She wears a mask.
The mask
might
is
not
also
be the
a
same
bird.
Yeah, it's also very
And the
distinctive.
mask- Yeah.
Why are you so distinctive?
I'm just special.
Collar strap.
And the final device is like a little wrist-mounted device with a little holographic interface. This is called an echo pulse emitter, which enables a user to basically try to attempt to breach systems from greater distances. So whereas before you had to get close to your holostrap and like connect up, this is kind of like a wireless version of that. It allows you to basically like do that across longer distances. And it also has a once per day item called pulse emission, which can emit a minor EMP. However, it will affect friendly stuff as well.
It doesn't discriminate.
No. And it's only temporary. It's like a 6-second EMP. It's like a little, like literally like a fuse box being
Stun,
switched on and off
yeah.
for a second.
The attachments to your holostrap, they aren't included in your attunement, are they?
The last one, sorry, I said wrist mounted device. It's a hollow strap add-on, yeah. They are, because they're absorbed in the holostrap still requires attunement, but the individual gems don't. That's why they're
okay.
good.
I just wanted to double check that because I technically have 2 attachments, but I'm already attuned to 2 things. And I was like, am I conflicting here or? But no, that's okay.
No, the whole point of them is that they're kind of like additional attunement slots, but like you have to have the holostrap for them to work.
Yeah.
And there are a lot more minor benefits than like an actual magic item would people give you.
Alright. So who's having what then?
Well, I
Not
think we
really
should.
kind of benefit one person in any people in particular, apart from maybe Will, the wireless hacker, because you're
Yeah.
already quite obviously hacking quite a lot of people.
True. What, for the add-on?
Yeah.
The holostrap. It would be good probably to have for the one I'm currently wearing.
So there's the
Let's see.
neural interface where you can like remote access things, and there's also the one-time get out of jail free card.
The
Which would be good
one-time
for-
thing sounds good for someone who doesn't have good intelligence and gets themselves into shit.
Why do I
think
feel
I
like
know
you're
a couple
copying
people.
me?
Honestly, that could have been
Yeah,
aimed at
maybe-
either of you. You're
I
both
mean, I
you're
too.
not smart and good at shit getting into.
Hey, you get your shit. You get shit. You get in trouble.
Yeah, but I'm also smarter than you, so.
I think Beros would do with the one where you can like stand and kind of point at the little screen in front of you
Yeah.
as
The
captain.
neural interface.
Yeah.
But do we want to give him telepathy within 10 feet? Do you want
Wait.
Beros to be able to speak in your mind?
I'm fine with it. Does he know it?
No.
Volga is fine with this because Beros knows if he starts annoying Volga will go for the biscuit maker.
All I'm
leave
imagining
Beatrice
is
alone.
Beros like taking one step back in the cockpit like again and again and again. He's like, hang on, let me get a better look. You're just trying to get yourself close enough to the kitchen to ask for a biscuit, aren't you? No.
I think the cloak. Yeah, I don't know about the cloak pin thing. You work out the cloak pin.
The cloak pin is
Atlas.
probably best for Atlas or Cyrus, but also
See, we
is
say
any
that
of-
it would be good for Atlas, but Atlas is actually quite sneaky by herself.
See,
is any of Atlas's equipment electronically functioning?
What do you mean?
Does it, like her breathing stuff? Does that require electricity for her to? Okay, because I was like, it'd be really bad if she's like, oh god, EMP pulse, and then just can't breathe.
No, the thing she's breathing through is essentially just like a gas mask.
Okay.
it's a bit of a weird one because I could see multiple people using different ones. Like I could see Beros using the power bank because he's sneaky.
Well, we could
bastard.
always like divvy them out, however, and if someone finds they're not using their
And just
thing,
swap
you can
it.
just.
Yeah. Right, I've got to take off a thing. What did we say we were doing with the attachments that we got off the ship? Like the cooking and the navigation and whatnot. How far along were we with them?
I have.
Was it
the
dependent on what we were
engineers.
doing with it?
Yeah.
So I have the engineers attachment.
I had the cooking one, which I was tempted to take off, but if I'm really close to finishing it, I'll hold off and
I
take
thought we
something
were
else
only
off
like a
instead.
couple weeks away from finishing them now. We're like.
You're not far at all. You're like a couple of days.
Yeah, I'm a couple of days.
I think
Or-
once you get Atlas's parents, you're gonna be like more or less
Yeah.
done.
So might as well just hold on to
Right.
it for now.
Well, I'll
Yeah.
take the group. I'll take the muffler off then, and put that on, and I'll just put muffler in the thing, in the inventory.
I thought the individual attachments didn't need like attunement. I
No,
thought
but
it
you
was
can
just
only
the
have
holostrap or
three.
You can only have three
Ah,
per.
I've got 3 already. Because
I've got-
I took the group sync and the muffler off the.
I've got group sync and engineering, so once engineering's done, I'll take that off to free up one. So who wants the camera blur, auto camera blur?
Would be
Plus
best for you,
EMP.
Cyrus.
Because yeah, if nobody wants it, I might take it. So is that a custom item or
What are you looking for?
the blurry face? I can't
Yeah,
remember what it's called.
I'm just busy publishing them on the D&D Beyond now. Give me a minute. They will appear shortly. I'll let you know.
I am curious on how many like published pieces there are in D&D Beyond of. You know what I mean?
So are we giving Beros telepathy? Are we doing? Yeah.
Barros, I believe if you...
Or maybe would that be?
Its action will have consequences.
Only good consequences for
Biscuit
Beros.
demands. Biscuit demands.
I was wondering if that.
Volgear will like.
Anyone needs healing, come to me now.
Wait,
Volgear will just look at Beros as he hands it over, having probably earlier and just gone, if you speak in my mind unnecessarily, the biscuit maker gets it.
does that mean that Beros can just look at the biscuit maker and it'll automatically turn on?
Yeah.
He doesn't have to touch it.
Yep.
Or just Pastor
And that's
Cyrus.
all it will ever be used for.
We have
Yeah.
given him too much power.
I'll multi-class into one of the spellcasters just to get unseen 7 on Mage Hand, just to feed me the biscuit.
You should have been an arcane
Total
rogue.
automatious.
What is my purpose? Bring me biscuit.
Just Mr. Meeksies. Just tons of Mr. Meeksies. Bring me a biscuit. Sure. Puff. Bring me a biscuit. Puff.
Okay, here you go.
You just see at some point Volgear does plays the prank. He goes invisible, and you just see a biscuit floating towards Beros.
Beros is doing this the whole time. Come to me.
Give me biscuits.
And then just to tip it off, Volgear will just miss his mouth and go straight for the nose instead. So am I going with the holostrap add-on then?
Yeah, you can do it.
Which
That
one
makes sense.
is that? The remote accessing terminals
Yeah.
one?
Yeah.
What about the
We've taken our
Auto-
short rest, right?
Yeah, you think you're short rest.
Yeah.
what about the auto hack panel? Did you have to
The
stash?
USB.
No, not the USB. The USB is the one-time use.
The
one
power
that you have
bank.
to, like, the power bank.
I'll roll them all at once, you dick.
Well, it's just the power bank left, isn't it? But
Well, power bank and one-time thingy, my bobber.
Mary, which one would be better for you? Do you think?
Don't know. I feel like Asher can just hold on to whatever one isn't particularly needed by anyone else, because I don't think any of them are really.
If Atlas is stealthier, she might be better for the power bank. That she could place it and then.
Well, Beros
Leave
is our stealthiest person, but is it you two are left then? Because what have we gone? So who's done pin? You've done pin, have you? Right.
Hmm?
The brooch thing.
I've got the pin, yeah.
Yeah, right. So it's just the power bank and the USB then.
There we go.
I mean, I feel like they're both. One of them's going to get used very quickly for the family, so maybe it's worth that Atlas takes the USB, because I feel like the family, she'll need it to break out of family, and then maybe yours is a bit more long term.
Yeah,
To
I should
use.
always give it to someone else, even she's just holding on for it.
We got to attune to it, so unless it's something we can plan in advance.
Well, that's why I think the one-time use might be good for Astra. Because she's not overly stealthy.
Yeah.
And it'll probably be oh fuck, we need to use this now to get through here, we don't have time. Whereas Atlas, being sneakier, can plant the power bank, let it do its thing, and then return to it to yield the rewards, basically.
Or if we give Theros the power bank and Asher takes the other one. Potentially.
The one-time use USB.
Or the telepathy.
Yeah, to that.
Ah.
Are these all on D&D Beyond? Are you just going through publishing them as we speak?
Yeah, all of them are on there now, apart from the Echo Pulse emitter. I see this changed something about it because it was glitching out.
Also, if someone thinks they can use two,
What
better,
they
like,
call?
I don't mind
What's the
sacrificing
hollow
together.
shot one called?
That's what I'm just finishing off. Just give me a second.
Alright, no worries. No, wait. Oh, muffled receiver, muffled sender. Right. I never realised that existed. What is the difference? So is the muffler the receiver then? I had it from the guards. Holostrap. Would that be the receiver one?
It's whether it muffles the messages you're sending or the messages you're getting.
Whatever one that you had is the one
Oh,
that
I
you
don't
should
know. I
have.
just saved it as muffler. It was
I
the
have
one off the
I have a
captain's
muffled
holo
sender,
strap.
so I can send messages that are quiet, but I can't receive quiet messages.
Yeah, a receiver is like as in it, like an earpiece, and a muffled a sender is like a mic, like a close to your microphone. So a sender means that you are sending quietly,
It's
and a
hidden
receiver
in
is you're
the
receiving
feathers.
quietly.
It's hidden down in the fluffies.
Oh, right. I think it's going to be the receiver because I don't think they would have given everyone a sender one. They would have just given them.
Yeah, it's like receive orders without.
Yeah, receive order.
I've got a receiver that I got off you on. the
I would
guard
imagine it would be a kind of
translation
scenario where
thing.
the muffled sender would be on like a captain, and then everyone under him would have the receivers.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm getting confused because I've got a captain's one.
I mean, you might have a sender then, but I think I think the thing is, you got some of those ones had multiple. They had both because they were like spec ops teams. You got them from. So like,
Yeah.
I think you gave Atlas the sender and you kept the receiver for yourself. I think is what happened because Atlas has one.
Yeah, that might be it then because I've only got two on the captain's one, so that might be the reason.
So, what were each of those items called, Harry?
Data spike is the first item. Neural interface jack is the second. Quantum decoder, phantom cloak, and the last one will be an echo pulse emitter. But I'm just finishing publishing it.
Oh, not ready yet. Not prepped properly.
Astra, which one do you want? Because Beros will only use his for comedic relief. I'm sure he'll use it at some point for
Take the
its purpose.
telepathy one, maybe.
Okay. I'll just have whatever's
Just so
left
that
then.
if people need healing or whatever, she can just broadcast.
I feel in my
I
heart
don't-
that Atlas would fight for the telepathy, but I also know in my soul that she should not have it.
I just realised I
adult who should have it.
was about to say, I could imagine Beros getting it for a week, and we all get so sick of hearing Beros, we go, right,
A week, Beros
You
attunes to
give
it,
it-
has it for 10 minutes, and then Volgar's like, you unattune from it, or you unattune from life.
You unattune it, or I unattune you.
yeah. No, and then that doesn't sway him, so he goes, right, it's you, that, or the biscuit maker. That's the real way to Beros's heart. Threaten the biscuit maker.
Not Beatrice.
Volgir, if you look now for hollow strap add-on open brackets echo pulse emitter, it should all be published.
I'll just type hollow.
So
Hollow strap.
which one's left for Beros?
It doesn't come up for me.
I made a
they're
refresh
full.
page.
So, data spike is the USB. I'm pretty bad at remembering names today. I apologize. I forget what I'm looking up.
No. Or just my daily, my
What was I
weekly,
getting? I've
board.
already forgotten.
Oh, Jesus. I think you were getting the... Were you not getting the one that muffled your face?
Phantom cloak.
Yeah. No, for some reason it still doesn't come on. Hollow strap. Is it hollow strap something?
Hollow strap all one word. And if you search that, then it should pop up add-on. Even if you just search for Echo Pulse.
Echo. Right, let's try Echo Pulse.
Echo Space Pulse.
Am I taking the USB?
The data spike.
If Atlas is taking the face muffler?
I'll see if I can just add it to your inventory logger for you.
Thank you. Because I physically cannot find it. I don't know what's going on.
Whenever you're adding it, you're clicking Manage Inventory, aren't you?
Yeah. I don't know what it is.
I assume that leaves me with the EMP.
Oh, shoot. I didn't realize there's that many holostrap add-ons, so I'm literally going through and adding them because I made my own custom items for them a while back.
So, Phantom Cloak is Atlas. EMP is Beros.
What's it actually called? It's not called an EMP, is it?
The EMP. So the EMP is what Volgear is currently trying to tune. This is when.
Oh, right, okay.
That's the one that allows you to hack from a distance.
Yeah, from 30 foot
It just
away.
has it comes with a 6-second EMP, doesn't it, or something
Sorry,
like that?
was Atlas not taking the power bank? The auto hack device that's like takes a minute?
I thought the auto hack was the
Still me.
USB.
No, the USB is like the one-time use.
Yeah,
Auto
and
hack.
you mean the
And then
power
there's-
bank, which took plenty of time. I thought Harry said. I thought he said it took like a couple hours.
Yeah, is that not because Atlas is stealthier?
Why would me being
I don't-
stealthier help with that, though?
I don't, because you have to
Because
plant
you're
it
meant to place it
and
on
attach
something.
it and then sneak away.
Well, if you're using the Phantom Clip, then I can use the power bank because I think my stealth's probably a tad higher.
Yeah, definitely. That's your whole thing.
So I think
I
all
just
that's
have
left is
proficiency in stealth because I'm an owl.
I think all that's
Oh,
left is the
there it
data
is.
spike then.
I've got it. It just took out time
Yeah,
to
D&D
add.
almost been just
I mean,
that's
data
all the
spike
items
might be a good
If
one.
that
for
helps,
you.
they're
You're
all in
not
chat.
really
Yeah,
hacky.
Yeah, I've got it now.
yeah. So got the data spike brackets consumable.
Bloody hell! I need my own little bag. I need another bag just to put the holostrap things in.
What's
Screw
the
this.
power bank's official name? Is it just power bank?
It's called a quantum decoder.
Got it.
QD.
I thought you were considering giving Barrows telepathy and all. You know, is that what?
No, we've given that to
apparently, Atlas wanted
Astra.
it.
No,
Astra,
Astra
sorry.
has it.
So Astra has telepathy up to 10 foot.
Atlas can't be trusted with telepathy.
It's
To any feat.
for clarity, it is telepathy in the sense it's a one-way telepathy, so it's like you can send out.
Oh, so it's
can't
not
read minds.
I'm dying and I need healing.
Yeah,
Astra doesn't know unless we say.
She can't read minds, but like she can communicate telepathically. She doesn't need to speak.
Just
She can communicate, you're dying and you need healing.
Barros, you all good? No response. I think he's not good.
I've given up, and I've added another bag, the backpack, to my inventory just to put hollow strap attachments in, just because it's just a pain just trying to find which one I'm attuned to and which one I'm not. Oh yeah, 3 days left. Notes on the cooking.
Yeah, I think once you guys get the Atlas's parents, then you're done. Like once you finish that day with them, you've completed your training.
Right. I feel like Volgir's going to be sat in his room just fiddling about. He's going to put the other hollow strap at the other end and just start like playing around with it. Or in the canteen, it's on another desk and he's just sat there playing around with it.
I hope you're not fiddling in the canteen.
You don't fiddle in the canteen.
You have room for that.
Can I hack Beros's biscuit machine?
You, if you want to, I guess.
Do
Oh,
what?
curious.
Just make his
Only penis-
biscuits slightly overbaked every time.
Or slightly undercooked, so it's just cookie dough.
I mean, cookie
Slightly
dough's
warm.
great.
Barros would love that.
Or just make it randomized, so you have to like. There's like a chance that it's burnt,
He types in
raw.
chocolate brownie, it comes out, or chocolate chip, it comes out raisin.
Yeah.
Okay, remember, I now have a decoder, and I'm sure I can use it to get into your room at some point.
Oh, he's gonna move all your pens 1 centimeter to the left.
And then he's gonna steal your
And then
pants.
it's war. Then it's war. Yeah, I don't think he goes near my pants. It's just your pants.
I'll just toast
Oh,
an orgy.
Volgir's a dwarf. His pants would look ridiculous.
I'll just toast a dragonborn orgy in there.
Hey, according to Volgir's digital self, he may enjoy that. We don't know.
I made the bad mistake of buying a bottle of wine. On the premise of, I'll only drink a glass. Half a bottle later.
The only way you only drink a glass from a bottle of wine is if you pour out the rest down the sink.
Or that's the end of the bottle.
Yeah.
Well, I was like,
If there's only
I
a
was like,
glass
I
left.
It's a bottle.
was like, I can't drink wine. I can't drink beer because it's too. I can't drink it and diet too regularly. I can't drink cider; it's too calorific. Right, wine it is. Oh it's only good in small doses.
Yeah, what do you guys
Is it
wanna
not worth us? Is it not worth us long resting? We haven't.
Yeah, we
rested
might as well
for a
do.
while.
Yeah, just fuck it.
Let's just long rest.
Get a room.
I do like the idea that we're effectively doing 23 hours of rest to 1 hour travel a day,
Yeah.
if that.
Well, that's the thing. Your engines are like one of the most basic. Like there's like more advanced engines that can do multiple like sectors a day.
Are we splitting that 10,000 at some point, or are we?
What 10,000?
Beros?
We were supposed to get paid. I thought we were just doing it because it was cool. No,
Well,
I'll divvy up 2,000 chits to everyone.
Yep, everyone make a note.
Volga
Chits.
gets 1,999.
Suddenly you get a very overcooked cookie come out of your cookie maker. We're back on this ship.
Do you not remember how many stale cookies he ate? Cookies
This
are
is true.
cookies.
I was expecting something along those lines.
Yeah, the Chimera and the Cottontail are still, being repaired.
So we just
Can
rest
we
on the ship,
sleep
shall we?
on them while they're being repaired?
You can sleep on them being
Or
repaired.
is it awkward?
Just like you get 3 hours of sleep and you just wake up to bang, bang.
Well, it's like, would you sleep if there was like an electrician in your house?
Yes,
Do you
but that's
we could stay at the bar. We could rent a room. Or a couple of rooms.
well.
I don't think we'd
I
all
think
fit in one room, just like stacked.
Well, if we took the penthouse, we could probably all fit. But I'm saying if you want to sleep
one
separately, then
golden hour.
we'll need a couple of rooms.
It's a golden hour, Cyrus. Golden hour.
Okay, then let's just rent 3 rooms.
Or just stay in the ship and just
Well,
all
we
wear
don't need it for
earmuffs.
We only need it for like, what, 8 hours? Is that not 800 chits or is that 8,000 chits? I'm sure that's
8,000
probably-
chits.
The
No,
ship
800.
it is.
Oh, it might be 800.
Yeah, let's sleep in the ship. More economic that way.
I don't know. It might be 800
Trying to
actually.
save some fucking cash here. The
No
ship's
point in spending
expensive.
it as soon as we earn it.
Before we go, Golgier will find Beroth and go. Do you want to? Before we disappear, do you want to see if we can find something to restock with before we go back?
We can try again, but we'd
Or did we
can
strike
try-
out already?
Yeah, this was
Yeah,
the place that you found the
strike up.
seeds.
Oh,
maybe at the next station.
yes, true. Next station is.
Technically,
Next
we
station
still.
we go to the trade stock and trade. We seem to have lucked out a little bit there.
I mean,
Well, we can move.
still
We
have-
can move there.
We still have some time, even after we rest. We could look for another job if you want to maximize our earnings while we're on this station.
Could look about that cult or whatever.
Sex cult, sex cult, sex cult.
It doesn't mean it's going to be a sex cult.
I would just like a more fun cult than last time.
I know, but just don't get your hopes up.
I mean,
There's no
we could-
guarantee it's going to be a sex cult.
Yeah, I mean, I
Maybe more
suppose
fun.
there's nothing stopping us from using the kind of the 8 hours to do another job, and then long resting on the way to the next sector, because we're still a days out anyway, so it's not like we need to immediately be awake in the next sector.
Yeah, true.
But just so you
Sorry,
know,
didn't realize I left my
my
mic on.
spell slots are not looking great.
Yeah, well, this is why I was suggesting that we rest and then take up another job that won't take too long.
Yeah, well, we just do that
Then
then.
head off. Because
If
then we
we-
can rest. We can rest on the ship.
Well, if we rest, we won't have time before we need to jump, because we need to jump as soon as it's ready.
Well, it's
Normally,
gonna
you
take
guys
another-
actually like rest at the minute you jump and then start your rest. That's kind of where your like sleep schedule is. The minute.
So we've kind of put it off because we didn't rest as soon as we jumped. We landed. Or did we rest? I can't remember.
No, we didn't rest.
No,
Yeah,
because we
so-
were a
but this is
bit
the thing.
bashed up by the smugglers.
The ship is going to take another 12 hours at least to get repaired. You know, we're
Probably
gonna
like
be-
at this point 9. After all this, like the short resting, the actual job, all that kind of stuff. It was
So we
12
have an
hours
hour.
initially.
We have an hour to burn. Unless you want to just rest up in the ship and then, as soon as we're rested, get in position to jump.
I don't think we're going to be able to do a job there, but if we move to the trade station, we may find a deal there that we could buy into. Again,
That'll
you
only
guys,
take an hour, won't
you guys are welcome to buy into any trade deal we try and get into.
So you
Does
guys
anybody
heading
know anything
back?
about the next sector that we're heading to? What would they value?
So we're there. Cool.
And Cyrus, this is important, by the way. I had to go double check the cutter stat block because I think that you got confused a little bit over the Chimera's shielding. A cutter as standard has 50 temporary hit points, not 20.
That's reassuring.
So the Chimera has almost 150%, 250% extra shields.
The engineer should know this.
Hang on.
Ryan and technology. Exactly.
Yeah, right. And
Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Let me see if I can justify myself.
That looks like a 2, but upside
So
down.
the,
It must be a 2.
shields have 20. That's fine. I know that. The helm has 50.
Yeah, the shield generator has 20 hit points where it can be destroyed. The shield generator can be destroyed. That's 20 hit points. But the temporary hit points, I just had to double check, but the temporary hit points actually granted by it are 50.
Oh. Huh. Okay. That was probably just a misinterpretation by me then.
Yeah,
'Cause
I
thought
think
it
I
was-
also missed
thought
it.
it was
But I
20
was like, this is a really weird, like, why would I, like, restrict it so much? But yeah, no, it's that.
Okay.
Why would you make the shield so useless? Is that what you were thinking?
No, more like as in the split was weird because it's like a 3-way split, and like that doesn't split evenly, you know?
No,
Yeah, it was split. I had it split as in max 20, so it was like 10, 5, and 5.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it's normally split 20, 20, 10. It's normally.
In my defense, we have had nearly 2 ship combats where that has been a thing, and Harry never corrected me.
I mean, because I only just double checked it. So I was like, it's awfully low.
And we
So, yeah,
didn't
our-
die.
Our
So you're
shields are
doing
stronger.
something right.
Our shields are stronger than I thought.
After this
they were.
repair that you got done, that they were like, yeah, there's a glitch in your shield module. They fixed it.
There was just a big button on the side of the engine that said the shields, and he just never
Like-
pressed it.
Press here to take out a safe mode.
These are
It's
like these are the shields that are always up. But when you have like combat shields, you press this button. Oh, no.
And it's just this giant plate-sized button that says, press here for shield.
The engine has just been in reserve power mode this entire
It's
time.
because Beros never told Cyrus to activate like the red alert mode like they did in Star Trek.
Yeah, he never went to
You never engaged combat mode.
He never told me to raise shields, so I never put them up to full strength. I'm a red shirt. I only do what the blue shirts tell me.
Okay, so what is the what is
I
the
don't
plan?
feel like you're living out your dream there, Ryan.
I love the space combat.
If
Great.
unless someone wants to do anything else, I think we use the spare hour to try and get up to the trade station and see if basically just do a last check if there's anything worth buying.
I will reiterate Cyrus's question. Does anybody know about the next sector that we're going to? Because if it's military, maybe buying weapons would be a good shout. If it's a region that's struggling for food supplies, buying extra food supplies might be good. Does anybody know anything?
Am I missing anything? But on the map that I'm looking at, there's no name or anything like that.
Can I
That's
make a check?
because the party hasn't discovered it. But Cyrus has never been this far in Amalgam
Yes,
space
I don't think
before.
Cyrus has been that far, but Volgear potentially would have been here. Just because of where your homeworld is, you could have passed through the system. Beros, again, when you're traveling around, you can also make a check.
So the two of us, what were we making? History?
History, yep. Beros has never been to the system.
Well, I almost was at this system. I've been past the system. I wasn't paying
You
attention.
know the
to.
name Volgear? It's called the Vigilus system. You've not been through it before. But you know, you would know coming from Vespera Australis yourself, because that's where the Dwarvish homeworld is, the home planet. There is a kind of like military blockade. It is called the Pugna blockade, and it surrounds the sector, and it's kind of like an emergency final kind of to just like make sure that a fine safe to stop people slipping through the cracks. Normally they're more focused on internal than external, I think is fair to say for yourself. You would know, like, whenever you left originally, there was a lot of customs checks and things like that, but kind of getting in, it's a lot more like hand waving and things like that.
It's like getting into the US. You get shakedown for 3 hours. Getting out, they're just like, go, move.
They're happy for you to leave.
Sod off.
Yeah.
So maybe if they're military based, medical supplies might be a good investment.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what we can get, or maybe booze.
Or booze, keep morale up. That's true.
Yeah. Well, shall we see? Are we doing a rest then go into the trade, or are we doing the trade then rest?
Do trade then rest.
I think we can do the trade then rest because I don't think we're gonna get into combat.
So we did a short rest, didn't we? So I'm
You
just
do a
gonna
short rest at the pub, and then you're now basically planning on walking to like some kind of tree, like at the commerce district, which is like an area full of like markets, trade centers, and corporate offices. Is that the plan? Because you wouldn't be able to fly to the Galactic Trade Nexus yet, because your ship isn't repaired.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So you have the ship will be finished in like 9 hours, but you can still go to the commerce district here. You've been here before. This is where you guys were looking at the botanic gardens and things like that.
Maybe we should rest then first.
Mm-hmm.
Because the whole point of us going to the trade station was because
it'll
of the fact that,
set
we
back your
have the
overall travel by about an hour. And I'm going to say, because you are trying to get a long rest earlier than you're normally used to.
I thought we were behind.
You're not behind.
We didn't take a long rest when we landed, though, did we?
Yeah, because usually we jump long
So we're a
rest
couple hours
and then
later,
do
aren't we?
things, but we jumped and landed because the ship was damaged.
Oh,
and
you
then we
landed
did
straight
jobs
away.
and stuff.
So you did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair enough. Yes, that's fine. Yes, you are. You're pushing past your threshold. Then. Yeah, so you're fine then. Yeah. If
Any
you waited-
longer, we probably would have been.
Yeah,
in trouble.
if you do if you wait for the ship to be repaired before resting, yeah, if you basically be like exhausting yourself. So yeah, if you want to rest now, wake up when the ship is finished repairs, and then you can spend an hour traveling to the trade district.
Yep. I think let's do that.
So long resting now then.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
It just saves me rolling my short rest hit, though. If that does.
Oh,
Hey.
You would have got them back anyway.
I know. Well, it depends how many you roll, doesn't it?
Well, I rolled 3.
You only get
I
like. From the back.
Half. You get half back.
You always get half back, yeah. Okay, so where are you resting on the ship?
I think so.
Yeah.
At the end of your long rest, Atlas, you over the course of your sleep, you dream. But this time, whenever you dream,
I hate it when you say you dream.
you dream.
Like every single time, it's like, oh, no, I can't hear anyone else.
Hello?
Hello?
Your microphone did go weird.
Yeah,
About
there was a wee weird
2 minutes
microphone sound.
where we were hearing double.
Yeah, because I had the server mute you a second ago, but you're not deafened.
Hello.
Hello?
I feel
Hello.
like
Did you mute your headphones?
I feel like she probably walked away and the headphones disconnected, and then it's like read it to a different output. I would assume.
Oh, there she goes. There's
Like, I
always a
still
slight
hear the
panic.
music fine.
Quick, everyone change your name in Discord so it maps
Probably
about
like
with
the
this.
Discord
That's
output
fine.
thing switched.
I like how your thing is an owl. When you got no camera as well.
Yeah,
On theme.
it's actually Atlas.
Yeah, gathered that.
But yeah, Atlas, you dream.
Cool.
Danger.
I love it when that happens.
Danger.
Love it when I dream.
I just had the image of like you say that and then just Atlas is like facing the way and suddenly the head just spins and stares like wide-eyed, just like
I do
What?
like to imagine Atlas being able to like.
Oh, I just realized her alignment changed and now she's dreaming.
Atlas, as you
My alignment changed a while back. I just didn't officially change it.
dream for a while, you dream of stars, the expanse,
The usual.
dream of that playful nature of like a mischievous child. You dream of a smaller star, a shooting star, running away from a larger one that chases after it, playfully dodging among planets and bigger celestial bodies, through asteroid belts, across systems, across sectors of space. It is a pleasant dream. Warm. There is mischief in it. There is that element of hide and seek, but that reminder of some sort of innocence. And then
There it is.
a black hole cuts a rift through space. The big star chasing the little star begins to be pulled away. Little star still playing, watching, until the black hole consumes the big star fully. And then your dreams return back to normal. Dreams of home, dreams of family, dreams of the past day's events. But you find you sleep more soundly than normal. You check your character sheet, you'll see you have a new feat. And then
I
you
don't know
wake
where my
up.
feet are. Oh, there they are. Why? Maybe I have to
dun
refresh.
dun.
No, but it's a uh-oh or yay moment, so I'm just here like,
I think my family just died.
But yeah, you all awake.
Is there an orphan feat?
After your longer long kind of like rest that you pushed through a little bit to get here to get the ship repaired,
Okay.
and yeah, you begin to prepare yourselves to head up towards the trade nexus.
Yay! I did it! Yay!
This is where Harry somehow between sessions realized that we screwed up in the counting of the thing, and the ship's actually 2 days ahead of us.
But we were on schedule.
Also, I love that when you have a cold and a sore throat, you can be like, "Oh, I have to eat ice cream. It's medicinal."
But yeah, you guys head up to the Galactic Trade Nexus, big hub. You're kind of used to these now. This one has a big interstellar exchange hall, which is a big marketplace for traders going to do business. There's a big cargo processing center and diplomats' quarters as well available here, but they're for more embassy-based people. With your trade permit, however, you are permitted to dock and do trade openly if you so wish.
So, booze, medical supplies, weapons. That is, I think, what we're looking for.
I think we can probably leave the weapons out. The Amalgamate are pretty strict with their standard weaponry. They don't really divulge outside of kind of their own
I'm pretty good at bargaining booze, so I could always try that out.
Yeah, well, should we also not leave out if we hear anything good as well? Hear any rumors?
You hear the rumors?
Yeah.
Good, something that's on sale, maybe.
Okay.
Right. So, who wants to look for the booze?
Astra.
Yeah.
Atlas probably has the best eye for
So,
a bargain.
if you look for the booze, can I have a look for just a general thing, just to see if I hear anything that someone's ranting and raving about a good deal separately?
Miracle hair cream.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Sure.
That's if I'm
Snake
getting that
oil,
one.
premium snake oil.
Sure. Let's call it a That's probably like either like an investigation or maybe like a charisma kind of like check, like a persuasion or like that.
I'll take the investigation, and then
Am I doing one separately if I'm doing booze?
Yeah. If you can use your background feature if you want to get advantage.
Astra, do you want to look for medical supplies and I'll come with you?
Sure.
we'll just go splitting up.
Well, who needs assistance carrying whatever they're
Before we all
buying?
disappear, should we agree to have a wander around and come back here and then talk about what we found before we go buy anything?
Sounds
There we go. Right.
What if it's like a really good limited time deal though?
Hollow strap
I know.
someone.
We still have those the thingies. I have one.
Just
Who has
use-
the other one?
With
I
a
have the
group
other
sync
one.
add-on.
Eros has the other
The
one.
quantum entanglement communicator.
I have the other
So
one.
two groups can communicate with each other if we only split into twos.
Okay, well, since you two are looking for two separate things, I'll go with you to help carry whatever. Beros.
Vulgar, if you stick with us, then we can go and look for your thing after medical, because the medical supplies are a little
that's
bit
fine.
easier.
Yeah,
They
well, I've
don't
already
need
rolled it.
as
So.
kind of much kind of deliberating medical supplies and
no
medical
worries.
supplies.
No worries.
Is it just investigation then? Yeah.
Looks like it's me and you, Atlas.
Head
Out of
back?
curiosity, Harry, quickly.
Yep.
The add-on for the group sync.
Yep.
Are we stuck to the guards group sync?
Yep.
So there's no point in really having it. The group sync
Well, it's the
add-ons.
group sync for the guards on a planet you're nowhere near anymore.
Yeah.
And
so
they're also possibly very dead or squid.
It's kind of
So-
like how
Or very
if you
dead
have a
squid.
radio, there's only so many radio frequencies you can just tune to. But like, how often are you gonna encounter someone else also sharing a walkie-talkie on that frequency? It's that kind of
We're gonna be walking through in a random amalgamate planet and just get a message on our group sync and be like, "Oh no, a survivor!"
what's the planet called again? Someone remind me.
Kemnor.
No,
Oh, Kemnor.
Kemnor, that's it.
Home was the city.
Helm was the city, yeah.
Tilma's City. Yes.
Only for Kemnor. Right, I'm taking that off. And I'm putting my muffled receiver back on.
Well, I still have the grip sync. If anybody else has it, I can get a message from you.
I have it,
Well,
but
you
I don't
can't
have
because you
it.
can only. Oh yeah, you can message each other,
Mhm.
can't we? Oh well, yeah. Never mind. I'll take it back. I'll leave it on. I forgot that that's.
Oh, excuse me.
Forgot that we're still here.
No, I forgot that it works that way. I forgot that it's not a receiver; it's a sender as well.
Yeah, it's an out loud walkie-talkie.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. So who was going for you? Were kind of like breaking an order there for me. So who did you want to do first? Do you want to do medical supplies first? You're gonna sound like you wanted to do.
Medical crew, go.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll do medical supplies.
With an 18 Astra, 100 medical supplies, you find there is a few vendors selling effectively like potions of healing here of a variety of levels. They go all out to superior. Prices are fairly standardized for these kind of things. They're not incredible for trading on. Maybe unless you took them to somewhere like they were rarer. You can get a basic potion healing for 5,000 chits if you wanted. A greater one for 15,000. Or a superior for 45,000.
Oh, Jesus.
But there's a pretty good stock of them. So, if you were like, I want to buy 10 basics, they have them in. That's the good thing. There's a lot here. There's a darn good supply. That's kind of what the check is for. But it's not really a super, good,
Traded item.
trade good.
No.
Because, if you're looking for, medical kits and things like that, first aid kits, things like that, they're pretty common. They're like adventuring gear.
It's more something that if you make it, you sell it, rather than sell on.
No buying in bulk bargains. Then
You can try to. That'll be a persuasion check with the vendor.
Probably if you buy 100 of them, you get a 10% discount. It goes down to 45 gold. You're like,
Barrows just turns to vulgar. This is the last time we take trade advice from Cyrus. Of all people. Medical supplies? What are we thinking?
I mean,
They
fucking
always need them for us.
look at the 1.4 billion pounds of PP that just got incinerated.
I was about to say, you're saying that the site I'm on gets 3-time daily delivery of Chinese PPE that's getting disposed of and burnt daily.
Yeah.
And it's all the stuff that was made in 2020 and 2021. They're still getting rid of it.
Cyrus is just trying to help. You leave his stupid self alone.
On
Does
to
Volga hear
booze.
anything while we're walking that general direction with his 20 on the
I'll come to you
on the
last.
general
Volga.
front? Oh,
Um,
okay.
Atlas, you were able to sniff out a few people selling some rare vintages of the Moreau family wine. They're selling them for 10,000 chits a bottle.
I don't know if that's good or not. Does Atlas know if that's good? I don't know how much wine is worth.
It's a bit over what you would normally expect. It's about 100 gold a bottle. That's what they're selling it for. You could maybe get higher prices somewhere else. It just entirely depends on who you end up with. The year isn't like a super great year. It's still very fine. But it
Not entirely sure. Not entirely sure if military outposts are overly keen on
Yeah, maybe we should be looking for
the
something
best taste.
cheaper and more cheerful.
Do you know what we should be looking for?
Kings.
We should be looking for the really bad year and try and sell it back to Atlas's parents. You don't want this to get to the market. We've taken it off the market, but
No,
you will
that's-
give us this
That's
money.
how winemaking works. If you don't want it to get to the market, it never gets there. That's
Well,
why
maybe-
you have winemakers.
Maybe we should look at buying kegs or drums of
Yeah.
ale or
I mean,
beer.
I'm imagining Atlas could still probably know somewhat about, probably less about that, but, she probably know about, alcohol selling in general.
while you're all kind of having that discussion, Volgear, you basically hear overhear someone having a conversation on a hollow strap, probably a sending of some kind. And you overhear he just be like, "What? I've got to get all the way back to the Omphalos? That's gonna take me at least 4 or 5 days. I'm not gonna be able to make that. Yeah, I'm
No,
leaving
we're
right
not
away.
going back.
Leaving right
We're
away.
not doing. No.
And you see this vendor turns around and goes like, all right, flash sale, I gotta get a move on, half off everything, get them while it's hot. And people just jump on. It's like, yeah, how much for this? I'll take that, and I'll take all of that, please. Yep. Just like, you see this guy's unloading as much from his ship as possible, so like, then go off and pick up potentially another job.
Guys,
You're just like in the right place at the right time.
Beros runs over.
Yeah, I'll follow Beryl.
Yep. A quick scan. This guy is primarily selling. Looks like it's like a really eclectic mix. He's got like a lot of like spare parts and things like that. But he also is selling like mana like actual like mana coils. But he's literally selling them for half the price that they normally charge. And he's also selling something called Lacquer's Brew, which is some kind of like alcoholic beverage, it seems like, and it is served in like these leather they're like almost like wine in a bag style.
Oh yeah,
devices.
that's what we want. Bagged wine. That's what the military wants, you know.
Yeah, just something that's cheap and cheerful and gets them drunk.
Something
Yeah,
you can
should we
keep on
should
your
we buy
windowsill.
all of the above? Because we're always going to need mana coils.
Roll me a d20.
Oh god. This is how many thousand chits it's going to cost us.
Or how many he's got left in stock.
Yeah. 13!
He's got 13 left in stock if you guys get to this station.
What, mana coils or
Mana coils.
wine or what? Mana coils.
Yeah.
I'll
that's-
just I'll butt in and be like 6,000 chits worth of the wine.
Alrighty. He gives you 40 of these bags.
Okay, cool.
I'll buy another 6,000 and then I'll put in another.
If you would go to buy number 4, he's like, he only has 4 left after Barrows has bought that much.
I'll buy the other 4 then. Sod it.
So that is an extra.
We'll take the lot.
And then I'll buy some mana coils to finish it off.
That's an extra
be
600 gold.
500.
600 shit.
Yeah.
Sorry. Vulgar.
Throw everything else into mana coils.
Yeah, sod it. I'll just buy all 13 mana coils.
Okay. So yep, and they're just done. You have them. So you got 13 mana coils, and you also have 6,600 chits worth of Lacquer's Brew, which you bought at half its value. So it's worth double what you spent.
Right. So, 1 second. So 6,000. How much was my bit then?
Yours is 600.
Right. So 6,600.
How much were the mana coils?
Uh,
Or was that 600?
Mana coils are.
so they're 150 chits per thing, that wine. It's not
Yep.
bad.
They should, but they could sell for up to 300. Mana coils cost 100 each. 100 chits each. So you're selling them 50 each.
So then there was 13 of them, so he's selling them. Not for box sake. Sorry. I'm too used to a different keyboard where on my keyboard
615.
delete and bloody airplone mode are switched
Yeah.
on this keyboard and it's driving me up the wall.
It's 650 for the 13.
Right,
They're half price.
man.
What's the total of that? Will.
It's a total of 7,250 cost.
Sorry.
Do you want to just split that down the middle?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just 50.
That is
650.
3625.
How many of them mana cores? What do you say there were?
13.
Are they not normally 100?
Yeah, and he's selling them
Chits.
half price.
So 50, so 650 chits.
Yeah, so plus your 660 that you've already spent.
Oh, fair enough, fair enough. No, I understand now.
So
Sorry.
in total, it's 3,625 chits each for that purchase.
I'll tell you now, the money that we've put in with the last one, we've still not used it all. Barrels. So, don't even bother taking any off your thing.
As long as you guys record accurately, we have.
I think I'm recording accurately.
Okay.
I'll put these down as 50%.
But yeah. Anything else you guys would like to do?
Special.
And I will say the Lacquer's Brew doesn't really. It's a pretty heavy item, even though it is quite cheap and cheerful. I'm gonna say for the 44 in total you bought, I'm gonna say that takes up a good. What's your max cargo capacity?
We've got another 4,000 ton, 4 ton available. So
half a ton.
What, half a ton total?
Half a ton total for those, yeah.
1 sec.
And the mana coils, because you're not storing them in your fuel, you realize mana coils are surprisingly dense.
How much are the mana coils then?
1 mana coil equates to 1/10 of a ton.
1/10 of a ton?
Yeah.
So 1.3. That's fine. Yeah, got it.
100 kilograms. They're very they're big. They're like nuclear fuel rods, basically. They're like that kind of idea. But if you're storing them in the engine, they don't take up space because they're like all discharging and
I've just rounded this. There's too much me guessing stuff.
Yeah, just as long as you roughly know what there is. You've still got a couple of thousand to play with. It's not that big a deal. But yeah, your ship is repaired, as is the Cottontail. You are recharged and ready to jump if you so wish.
I'm assuming Atlas and Cyrus weren't able to get any drums of beer at a good price.
You can only find the wine with the 15, and the 20 was the Volgear finding the other things. I'd say giving you guys 3 checks across all of you.
No, that's I'm just checking.
Because someone also helped Astra, didn't they? I think you helped Astra. Barros. I think Barros helped Astra. Volgear went off on his own. Atlas used her thing. Yeah, so 3 is no. I normally say 2 is the max for a gen at the same check. I think 3's.
As Atlas and Cyrus make their way back to the ship, Atlas will just go out of the blue. Hey, did you know Astra has a dick and balls?
I'm sorry. What?
I was
Context.
I was
now.
eavesdropping, and I heard her talking about it with Sunshine.
Well, first of all, you shouldn't eavesdrop. Second of all, what do you mean she has balls?
That's what he said. He said they've both got balls.
As in, the literal sense or the figurative sense? Because, in terms of combat, yeah, I'd say Astra has balls, but...
I don't think that's what they were talking about.
Oh, God.
There were things said before there that makes me think that is not what they were talking about.
Hey, that might add some context as to why Deus has the thing for her.
Maybe.
Astra did shower, so maybe Deus caught a glimpse. Was impressed. You're not going to ask her about it, are you?
No, you can't just go around asking people about their balls. I'm not that socially inept.
I'm just curious.
Yeah,
maybe
of course.
she wants to talk about it.
I feel like if she wanted to talk about it, she would have brought... Do you think that's why she's not interested in anyone? Do you think she's self-conscious about her dick and balls?
Yeah, but also, when have you ever known Astra to ever be comfortable about talking about anything such as dick and... You've seen her in... Right? That girl closed up tighter than a clam.
Well, maybe that's why.
Because she doesn't actually have a clam, because she's got a dick and ball.
Yeah,
oh,
maybe.
God almighty.
Just saying, that's probably not an easy life to live.
Who shared a room with her? You shared a room with her once.
Yeah, but it's
Didn't
not
you?
like stripped down to nothing.
No, I'm not saying that, but you'd notice things? Peripheral vision?
I don't have that.
to the toilet, surely, if there's
Your
like, a
head
paper
can
pot or
literally
whatever.
spin like
Exactly.
360 degrees.
So why would I
and
need peripheral? And this is kind of obvious. He just spins her head completely around.
You could try and be subtle about it if you needed to be. It's not like when you go to the bar and you say, "Hey, there's a cute girl," and don't look. You don't have to turn your entire head. Just look with your eyes.
Again, my eyes are fixed in my skull. I do have to turn my entire head.
What?
I can't.
You can't. But that's not how eyes are supposed to work.
That's how owlin eyes work. That's why our
Wow.
heads can do that. I can't, like, look to the right. I have to, like... You just can't tell, because I don't have any pupils. Like, I do, but... Anyway.
This is a weird group. Barros like stealing pants only if they're mine. I've only got one hole. You can't look with your eyes, and Astra has balls. What the hell is Volgear hiding? I would ask him, but he wouldn't tell me anyway, because
Ryan
sick
peeks.
world, sick
You,
people.
you cut off halfway through that, but I honestly just made it funnier. Like, Atlas
Yeah.
just stops paying attention halfway through the rant. I'll have you
Out of
know, on my
curiosity-
planet, I'm pretty normal. The sickness,
Sorry, Harry,
admittedly,
one quick
but...
question.
Mhm.
The scrap metal.
Yeah.
Is it how much does it weigh?
Very heavy.
Yeah.
A
We
lot-
got 7,400 scrap that apparently weighs a ton according to this spreadsheet, which doesn't make sense to me.
I think I said it was. I think I just rounded it up to a ton. I was like, it'd be about a ton.
Okay. So if we just say it's 0.0.1, there we go.
I didn't say. Like, I think it was like, yeah, for all. I think for all the loot, like you all told, let's just say it takes up 1 ton, and that's easier than the math.
Yeah, fair
It's
enough.
also like
Did
it's
I
like
cut-
the lack of space. Like you lose some dead air.
Did I cut out for everyone, or was it just for...
Yeah.
for
you're
everyone.
kind of-
Everyone.
You got the like. I don't know what Volkir is hiding, but whatever that is.
Okay.
Exactly how it went.
You got the basis of the rant then.
Oh yeah, we heard everything apart from like the last like half sentence. But yeah.
Spirit of Volgear possessed your microphone, so you were like, I don't know what Volgear's hiding, but... And Volgear's like, shh.
Volkir uses his new
Yeah,
toy
Volkir's
to hack Cyrus's voice box, which is apparently digital. He's got a fucking vocoder.
Cyrus has actually been a robot this whole
know what you're
time.
talking about.
Hello.
Oh no!
No!
It returns.
That gave me like a PTSD reaction.
Ryan.
You broke that, man.
But yeah, are you guys continuing your travel?
Yes, I believe.
Yeah, let's go.
Alrighty.
Are we going to 5 or are we going to 6?
But you are going to 6 because it's the 6th day, so you have to go there to intercept on 7. So they've already traveled because they're ahead of you. Because you slept later than before. So if you were jumping at the same time before, they are now effectively a few hours ahead of you, but they still have to wait for their engines to recharge. So you'll still have, a crossover period. Alrighty. You engage the Starship Drive and you travel, leaving behind the Prosperous system, and you head towards the Vigilus system. The first thing you see as the white beams of the stars stretched out across the windshield kind of around you is this beautiful bright blue white star which glows in the middle of the system, Vigil itself. You also see popping up in your HUD, there is Bastion, which is in orbit of it, and in orbit of Bastion there's a moon called Aegis Minor. And there's also a very large asteroid belt, which goes around the, just around on the outside beyond Bastion, which is referred to as Sentinel Belt. And because you're an amalgamate ship, you see popping up all along it a variety of different FOBs and things like that, and stations, like defense platforms all the way along there, kind of forming like an early warning defensive barrier for Bastion and the inner area of the system itself. But most of the guns are trained away from you. even though the afterblock goes all the way around. But yeah, not much going on in this station, in this sector.
We don't get a heal or anything. Warning, you're approaching
Nothing yet.
danger
You've
planet.
only just arrived. But, the belt as well, for context, they're not all pointing inward. They're all pointing away from where you've come from. They're all pointing like as if the sector, like maybe towards near where you're going to jump next, is what they're kind of pointing to in that rough direction. A few of them obviously don't have a line of sight because there's a sun in the way.
Is there
Actually,
anywhere
a sun in the way.
Is there anywhere we want to land, or do we just chill in space until we're ready to jump?
I feel we
I
could
think we
probably
just
just chill.
Yeah.
We don't want to piss off anyone.
Yeah. After about maybe an hour of just floating around, you do receive a very brief heal from an amalgamate vessel, which is called Bastion's Pride. You receive a transmission from an elven individual, which kind of comes through if you so choose to accept it, or you could just ignore the heal, I suppose.
And suddenly get
I'm
shot
sorry,
out the sky.
we're not in right now.
We didn't put an
Sorry.
AI on the heal, did we?
No,
Nope.
sorry.
No.
We are currently unavailable at the moment. Please leave a hologram after the beep. Beep! Just Beros shows up as a hologram saying that, just like...
Turns Aparn into a voicemail.
Feels a little insulting for a literal god.
A little bit, but Ryan's suggesting it, not Cyrus.
Just turn one part of Sapana, because you got two parts there. Then it's not a full god.
4 at this point.
Is it 4?
Are we answering the heal?
Answer that.
Yep. You hear this elvish voice. Hello there, the Chimera. Welcome to Vigilus. I assume you are simply traveling through.
Yes.
Do you require any aid or anything, any supplies, or are you simply happy to wait and leave on your own terms?
We are happy to wait and leave on our own terms. That's fine.
Perfect. Are you heading towards the Vespera Australis system?
No.
Are we? Marvelous. Not to worry then.
No.
I've just going to remind you about the blockade. Leaving that is you would have to go through some checks just to make sure that you had all your paperwork in order, maybe before you go past point of no return. Wouldn't want you getting stuck out there. That's fine. Well, safe travels. If you need anything, you can hail the station back on Aegis Minor. We can send out a Tev to accompany you if you need anything. But please do not go for any landing. We do have a few military training taking place just beyond the Sentinel Belt. I advise you stay outside it.
Understandable.
Well, have a good rest of your day. And then turn the heel. Top of it.
So this would be towards it. We're going that way.
Yeah, you're not going towards it. You're going like alongside. But yeah, I mean, if you guys are just taking the day to like practice your bits and pieces and we talk to your allies, like 100%. What do you want to do?
Cyrus will suggest that we have a team meeting as to what the plan is to
I
get
thought it was
us
going to be about the balls
Atlas's.
thing.
No, it's like, okay, so we have this day to prepare for essentially piracy. We're going to steal from the amalgamate. Do we have to, should we formulate a plan?
I mean, do we have to steal?
I was about to say, I feel like we're doing a bit more than stealing. We're probably going to end up attacking and breaking out prisoners.
Yes.
I don't think that can classify as stealing.
Or a trusted amalgamate soldier and crew of mercenaries who are on a special private mission, which has been previously mentioned to others in the amalgamate army, are there to recover a group of prisoners who have important information on a group of terrorists.
think Volga will look at Atlas and then look at Hop, just like.
This is why we have a discussion about it first. So everyone's on the same page. Me and Volgear were fully prepared for a fight. Atlas has come up with a good idea.
So
Look,
no piracy?
Not today and tomorrow.
You're no fun.
Diaz, do you think something like that would work?
I mean, maybe. I thought you were gonna maybe go more along the lines of they're gonna dump your parents like, you know, a back end fuckhole anyway. I mean,
Send the shuttle down.
I like the idea of not getting involved in like actual combat with the amalgamate. That sounds good to me. But again, lying to them. I mean, they've got like long range communications aboard that vessel. They could call our bluff, you know, or they might ask to have the information, you know, backed up by someone. I don't know if I've got many favors left that I could pull and trust someone would, you know, go with it. Like even like my ex-drill sergeant back at you know, where we were before, Vanguard. I think like Zay he might get the drift, but like he's not exactly the fucking most hot in his feet thinker, you know. I trust he would help us, but I don't know if he would be, you know, like unless you could forewarn him. But I don't know if we got that kind of long range capability at the minute.
I don't think we do.
Like I can't
It's just
cast
If
spells.
only someone had wish.
If we could avoid a fight, it would be preferable. If we could do it under a guise of
I mean, we might be able to
seizing
send
the
it that far.
prisoners.
Isn't it just the chances of it getting through will get lower?
There's also the chance that it might be intercepted.
That is some distance, though. It's like a couple things over, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's completely through amalgamate space. So we'd have to be very particular about our wording things. In
I
case
thought somebody could
picked it up.
send like a message really, really far.
Yeah, isn't it just like on-world or off-world?
Yeah,
essentially?
the distance doesn't really matter. It's just because they're off-world, there's a chance it can feel.
I mean, we've got nothing to do, and between me and Astra, we've got plenty of spell slots.
You're also banking on
That
him, you
feels
know.
we can just wait.
I'm hoping he agrees, but like, you know, that's a lot to ask.
Yeah.
He already did us a solid,
Okay.
you know, not long ago.
I do think it's better that we intercept them before they get planetside. I think that would be a harder extraction than getting them off the ship, but it's... Do we just want to cripple the ship so that we can board and seize them and then escape?
I mean, we could
before-
go with the original plan, and if they try to do a check, then we kick off into piracy.
Yeah, I mean,
There's a chance they might not check, especially with the right identification.
I'm
we-
not
do we
gonna
have
I'm not
any-
gonna outrank anyone on that ship. Well, I'll outrank some people, but like not the people we need to convince. You know, there's gonna be at least a captain on there.
it's okay. I think I'm getting better at lying.
Like it's not like I can just
So
pull rank. You know.
Although, admittedly, it's not like I can get on that ship and pretend to be one of you guys, because... Well, I think they'll get a little suspicious if an Owlin starts trying to bust out other Owlins.
Hmm.
Well, you know, worst comes to worst. Like we could always just like beat him up. We don't have to kill him.
Yeah, so what
Just
we could do...
imagining trying to beat up an entire ship full of people because
Well, here's the thing. We could take out their engines. Like, we could prioritize what targets we're going to pick. We take out their engines, they're not going anywhere. We take out
Does
their
any-
communications so they can't send backup or let people know what's going on.
We just don't want to end up in a long-range ship combat, because, oh, you hit the wrong thing, and that thing's going up like a fireball, and...
Yeah.
Not
And-
everyone's
and
parents are
curiosity,
fireproof.
do we know what size ship this is? How do we
Yeah.
know this thing?
I have it on the report. It's not exactly a little small thing.
Yeah, I was about to say, it felt like we're going to be this fly to the lion.
I mean,
Yeah, we're not-
we might be able to slip by undetected. Like that's. I don't know if they've got an escort or anything like that. But this thing's like a galleon class.
I mean, what are our chances of just sneaking in, grabbing them, and sneaking back out again?
Well, look,
From the
I
shuttle?
can't speak for this exact ship, but if it's a galleon class, it's going to have anywhere between 100 or 500 crew on there.
Yeah, we ain't fighting our way through that thing.
But you may not need to fight your way through that. You could just blend in.
I mean,
there's
why
also-
don't we try blending in? If we get caught, we try pulling we're, here to collect these prisoners. We've been told to just come aboard, blah, blah, blah. And if all else fails, we start punching folks.
Good work. If we do get in a scuffle with this thing, by the way, most of these things are outfitted with something. They have standard turrets, like we're kind of used to, but they also have more heavy weapons. And there's also some bad static coming off Baros's mouth.
Barrow, stop eating biscuits mid-meeting.
It's my fun.
It's fine. But they also have it's called a propulsion cannon. It's pretty good at longer ranges, but it can't hit anything close. If you can get within about 600 foot, it won't be able to turn to get to you fast enough. You can outrun its turning cycle.
Do you know the layout of these kind of ships? Days like where they would hold prisoners, stuff like that there? Because if it's a galleon, it's gonna take us time to search it and find them.
This one
Possible.
is a gift ship, which they can be a little bit eclectic at times. You have to remember, all the amalgam have different, the galleon is just a size. That's just a class size,
No, but obviously it's a larger ship, so it'll take us time to find them anyway. But as much as we know, the more prepared we can go into this, hopefully the quicker and smoother it'll go.
I mean, like, I don't know, maybe, do we have like a scanning capability on the Chimera we can use or anything like that? Any way to? I know we have a very basic like radar, but do we have a way to actually like scan? Is that something we have? I'm afraid that is not something we really have. If we get close enough, I can do a proximity scan, but it is close, being the key term. It's only about 100 foot from the edges of the ship itself. You'd have to fly me alongside them for an extended period of time until I found what we were looking for.
If only we had some kind of cloaking device or an AI that might be to cloak us.
Never gonna give
Never gonna
you
give
up,
you
never gonna
up.
let you down. Never gonna run around.
It cook some out of that jukebox.
I mean, we
The
could
thing
try.
is, though, we wouldn't know what Trickster actually does.
No.
From his name, I would say he's probably good at fooling things, whether he makes our ship look different or whatnot, I don't know, but we don't know what his capabilities, and once he's in the ship, he's in the ship. There's no taking him out of it.
You do also have the arcane crystals. If any of you are capable of maybe summoning some kind of magic that might be of assistance, maybe we could wash it of the ship even temporarily.
Barros, you have invisibility. Can you cast invisibility on the ship?
I don't.
Me-
It's funny to think that Cyrus is like, Barrel's just like turns invincible sometimes because he's so good at sneaking, and Cyrus hasn't realized.
This is the thing. Barros,
What I thought you were doing.
I feel like
I've turned Barros invisible, and Cyrus has seen it happen. So
I feel
I
like
just-
you did that as Volgear and Barros just looked at each other, looked back.
that was a
Looked at each
Ryan,
other again.
that was a Ryan brain fart, but that's funnier as Cyrus.
Yes.
First time you've done that.
Oh god, I know. My head's
What-
away today. Can you channel invisibility through the crystals to turn the ship invisible?
Visible surely will pop up on a radar
mean-
thing.
Would it not be easier to do something smaller?
You could try the shuttle.
I can cast it more than once, so if we can get it, we can always go just swoop them up once they get dropped off and then come back again.
This might be a bad idea, but if you're saying you want to take the shuttle, I could take the Cottontail and go with you in my slipstream, basically. They might not pick up anything extra on radars. They might just think it's just my ship giving off some kind of weird signal. Hopefully I can get docking clearance and you can just, tailgate me right in. We might struggle to get docking clearance to get out again, but...
Thing is, we might have to leave somebody... Well, I suppose Atlas... We might have to leave you on board the Chimera.
What do you mean?
Well, we can't just jump into the system where a convoy's happening and they'll probably heal us or be like, do not approach, prisoner transport or whatnot. And if nobody responds, they're gonna go, that's questionable. There's just a random ship that's jumped into the same sector.
But why am I getting left behind? They're my family.
Yes, but also if you get spotted, Owlin breaking out Owlin, you said it yourself. That
all the more reason for her not to answer the hell. You do realize this is like video comms as well, yes?
Yes, but if an Owlin answer says, I'm a trader vessel, I'm just passing through, here's my trader's permit, I just so happen to be an Owlin. Whereas if, hey, you're an Owlin that's on our ship where we're transporting Owlin, you shouldn't be here, there's an easier connection there.
She can just say that she's a Kenku. They don't know the difference. Also, it's her parents.
A bird is a bird.
That's a little bit racist from both of you. I'm moving to the other table.
This again. But I can handle a hail if you need me to handle a hail. And also, are you gonna go immediately? Because, I mean, normally whenever we get this thing, they hail us. And, right now, we got hailed after an hour of sitting here. It's been, 2 hours of talking now, and we haven't been hailed again.
You could just wait.
Thinking of contingencies.
I mean, I can stay aboard.
So what are we planning? Are we planning on boarding? Are we planning on picking them up when they get dropped off and just trying visibility?
I think getting them off planet is going to be much more difficult than getting them the ship.
Plus, if all things go wrong, we're going to go to the planet anyway, so...
Yeah, it's a hostile planet where all guns are pointed at it, there's a blockade in place, and there's giants there.
Not that there's anything wrong with giants. The one giant we met was pretty chill.
No, I'm not saying that, but they can definitely kill us all.
Yeah, but what you have to think is they don't want anyone getting off Pugna. I mean, they probably won't even send a ship down there. They'll probably just send, an escape pod, maybe? With your family in it.
Maybe we can try and intercept that.
We could try to swoop it out, but I don't know how low in orbit they're going to be in. If they're in orbit...
we gotta try and get them off the ship. Worst case scenario, things go wrong, we're gonna have to go after them on the planet anyway. We might as well not leave it that long. We try and sneak on the ship, we try and get them out stealthy. If we get caught, we lie out of our asses, hope that works, and if that doesn't work, we start shooting people.
Non-lethally.
Oh.
Cyrus looks at Diaz when he says that. Gotta keep her on board.
Atlas looks at Barros and's like...
Not even one? Not even what if he's a dick?
Maybe 1 or 2 dicks. It's a couple.
Okay, so what's the plan?
Neutral.
I said if they're dicks. So it seems that we follow your ship in, land when you land, sneak on, hope that they don't question why there's 2 ships landing.
Well, if Volgear can turn the shuttle invisible, I don't know if there's crystals on the shuttle.
There probably is not.
Not a standard. But you have time now if you want to retrofit.
Yeah, I can... With my engineering tool, I could retrofit a crystal into the shuttle if we want to take the shuttle.
Is this Cyrus's last test, final test?
Final test.
As a trainee engineer.
Yeah, this determines whether you pass or fail your engineering course.
This is my engineering exam. Yeah, I can try and retrofit a crystal to the shuttle, see if we can get a means of cloaking it.
And then I guess we would probably want to make our first place we hit some kind of uniform laundry facility on board. Get ourselves looking like the rest of the crew, and then hopefully we can just go where we please.
Well, the good thing is if we all stick to you... Oh wait, the phantom cloak only affects your face, doesn't it?
And also, it doesn't
Well,
affect like
people
physical,
looking at
like
me.
looking at you. It's like cameras.
Yeah. But I mean, like, if we want to try and hide our presence there, we can wipe their systems.
Do Amphalos guards wear like any kind of helmets or?
Yeah, they have like a uniform. They're not like like they have like a uniform to some level, like OSEC have like a particular.
Yeah, but I'm
uniform.
asking if there's anything that literally covers your face.
You look at
Stormtroopers.
Dee's uniform. Dee's doesn't have like a full face helmet.
But she wasn't very imprisoned.
She was an engineer. Or
There is probably some units in the amalgamate, like, you know, kit out, but they're not like super common. They'd be like Juggernaut kind of like esque, you know, like units. They're not like, you know, there's not like multiple. They're not like stormtroopers. Yeah, they're not like, you know, you can Han Solo this like all the way like through.
Worth a try.
But like, you know, you can definitely get like, you know, more coverage and like, you know.
Anybody got a disguise kit?
Nope.
I mean, like, we are currently in Vigilus right now. They do training operations here. They're bound to have surplus somewhere. Like a logistics hub or something like that. Normally that would be on the headquarters. But there may be like a supply depot we could hit, maybe.
Worth a try. I mean, at the very least, we can try and cover up the most obvious features of everyone, you know?
I mean, like, you could literally, they won't sell anything to you, but you could ask if they have any like surplus, you know, uniforms, maybe old stuff, you know, like that isn't in use anymore. You might, you know, under proper scrutiny, it might stick you out like a sore thumb a little bit, but like maybe at a first glance or a fleeting glance, you might just be able to slip by unnoticed. I don't know.
I mean, to be fair, like, they're not going to be able to track everyone on that ship if there is more than 500. So, and the amalgamate's made up of every race in amalgamate space, so...
Certain races are a little rarer than others. Cyrus looks at Astra, Atlas, and himself.
I mean,
How do you
could get
look
away
at
with a
yourself?
Tiefling.
Tiefling is also not from
I
Margaret's
could get
race.
away for an elf.
More of a human than an
Kinda.
elf.
I don't know.
Would I'm assuming that the three races would not be in the any sort of like army or anything like that.
The-
We would. Well, Atlas, Astra, and
No,
Cyrus.
they're all-
definitely
they're all-
not the tieflings.
They're all technically part of the Calum Chivalric, which is kind of like a holy, like paladin-esque kind of like order. Would be like what kind of protects the that protects the heavens and like the
I
hells.
love so much that like the races of like the holy sector is like angels, devils, birds.
Owl.
Also,
Anything that fly, potentially fly.
I mean,
basically.
like doves are literally a symbol for God in Christianity. So like,
I know it's just
Not a
funny
big
to me
leap.
that it's like yeah, the three races: angels, devils,
Also,
and birds.
eagles. Also, eagles in Greece, ravens in Norse. Like, I mean, the list goes on. But birds have a pretty good. There was a logic there that I wrote into this fucking world. Okay.
Owls in Rome,
Yeah.
Athena's guardians, and
Yeah,
stuff.
Athena's guardians. Like, there's so
not
many
question-
because the
Not
birds are with the
questioning
gods.
the DMness,
Just
Harry.
saying.
Not
I'm just saying there's a
questioning
reason.
the DMness. Calm down. It's okay. We get it.
Don't come at me.
We understand your bird thing. I just think it's funny also.
I could have put Tabaxi in there if I want to go fully into Egypt on your ass.
So the plan is we get on the ship, disguise ourselves somehow, figure out a way to get to the prisoner, the hold, the brig, get them out.
I mean, another possibility. I've not actually been to the sector we're heading to. I don't know actually what's there. But if there's maybe some kind of like, bear in mind, we're on like the front line of this blockade here, where we are right now. And the other systems could probably be the same, There's got to be somewhere for R&R. You can't have people on alert all the time. Maybe we could find like a military bar, get into gambling, bet for something, or find someone who's drunk a bit too much, challenge a drinking competition, and borrow his clothes. Things that we don't have to hurt
Or steal
people,
something.
Barros, you could seduce someone and steal their pants, but also their shirt.
Consider it done. Hello,
Challenge
Cyrus.
accepted.
No, but seducing me will do nothing.
No, we all have to
Barros.
seduce someone
Maybe
different, preferably
in the
someone who will
amalgamate.
fit our clothes.
Yeah, like
Fine.
I could probably at least get you guys into a pub, but like I don't know. There must be civilian planets around here as well. Like they can't just have like nothing but military all the time. Maybe not in this particular sector. Maybe that we're going to will luck out.
I mean, it might be a shout. Drunk, stupid soldier steal their clothes. Disguise, there we go. Maybe even a security pass or something.
And he wakes up the next day and it's like, what an embarrassment. Like it's not like we killed anyone or.
And if you get someone drunk and pay someone to steal things from them, you can get yourself halfway across the amalgamate before anyone notices.
Something that someone doesn't want to admit to. Could work.
Cyrus just has a look of knowing. I think you told him.
Especially if the whole thing is, embarrassing for a soldier to have to report. It might not get reported right away.
That gives a bit of time to.
How many people can the shuttle take?
Quite a few.
It carries a ton, doesn't it?
Enough for us to get the family out.
The shuttle can carry 1 crew and 8 passengers.
Okay.
So 1 driver and 8 passengers, and then also one of those passengers can man the Archean turret.
Also, provided we get in and out in 3 hours, someone could just take a mouse in their pocket.
It does also have like a cargo capacity of 1 ton, but it's not like it's not comfy.
Seating.
If you
And we
if you
need to
ride,
remember-
I'm gonna say if you ride in the cargo of a ship, there's like you're definitely getting exhaustion for it, and there's a potential of like
Ouch.
Bludgeoning.
suffocation, bludgeoning, things like that. Because it's not.
And we gotta remember that
Is
on
it
the
like
way
when you
back,
crowd
we'll have
just-
3 more people with
It's
us.
like staying in like
Yeah.
the fucking
Minimum.
like where the fucking suitcases are kept in a plane.
Yeah.
It's not
when you.
it's not maybe pressurized quite the same, and
Yeah.
How many people are you looking to break out of this, bro?
Well, 3, my family, minimum. And we have a habit of picking up waifs and strays, both on purpose and accidentally. She gestures to Sunshine and Days.
Well, we're not going to have the space if all of us go. It
well,
will
I'm
just
happy
be
to
your
stay
family.
here, and I can man the ship. I've worked out how the buttons work. You showed me.
That's
Even
still
it-
that's still 5.
Yeah, which means we can only take 3.
Well, Diaz will be traveling.
I'll
in
have
the
my own ship.
Cottontail.
It's not. Yeah, it's not an issue. Like
I
as
can
long
get
as we
pretty
don't
small,
pick up anyone.
as can my father.
I don't think we're gonna pick up any amalgamate soldiers. Well,
I mean, how many? There's what? These cards. There's 5 of you. How many of your family have captured?
3.
3.
That's 8, and then 1 of you will need to drive. So you've actually got space for 1 more. If me and Cyrus are doing this thing with the crystals, though, we're going to need to take off the arcane turret. We're going to need the power conduit for that to hook this thing up to. So you'll not be able to be weaponized to some level, but at least you'll be able to, potentially, cloak yourself. You shouldn't need the turret anyway, if everything goes to plan. You can still have the smoke screen, I guess. Could be good for getting away quickly.
I don't see a problem. We have the numbers. Just let's not pick up any prisoners.
Right. Well, maybe we should make a start on that conversion then.
Yeah.
Get it ready and sorted. And
In
then we'll-
regards to uniforms, are we going to try the bar thing, or do you think we can just kind of find a laundry room on the ship?
If you guys could, like, turn invisible in advance and, like, move as a group invisibly, I'd say the laundry room might be a good shout on the ship. And that way we're able to, like, fuck around and risk being reported back. But, I don't know what you're capable of.
I don't think we can turn invisible as a group. I think it's more of a one person at one time thing.
Like, I could land and I could go try to find a laundry room in a ship that I don't belong on. But, like, if you think that I'm not going to fucking land and get immediately dragged for a debrief of why I'm here flying around on my own in a ship that's not capable of...
Volker can turn invisible. We could just send him to the laundry room.
I highly suspect that I'm going to board this ship for you all, get grilled for a couple hours, and then hopefully, be able to go on my way. I make a bullshit excuse up that I needed, like, medical supplies.
Mm.
Yeah, the
Volker,
cottontail
you up
still's
for
got a
doing
few bits of, like,
a
scratches
secret
on it. From
invisible laundry room run.
Would that turn off the invisibility for the shuttle, though? Does he not
Yes.
have to concentrate on that? Because if a shuttle suddenly appears in the...
So
Yeah, I
Cyrus,
think
you
that's
would
gonna
know,
be a
like, the
problem.
whole the arcane turrets, the arcane crystals. He'll need to be there, like, channeling it the whole time, and it only
Yeah.
lasts as long as the spell lasts. I'm invisible lasts
I
an
mean,
hour.
An hour.
I could go find the
I can
laundry
cast
room.
it. I can cast invisibility 4 times, so you got 4 hours. Absolute worst case to get in, get out.
These like sizes up Barros, and it's like, I don't. It's kind of stretchy. Barros might be able to fit my jumpsuit.
He doesn't wear pants.
It will probably lead to me being grilled more while I'm not in uniform, but at least then it would give him at least some kind of alibi. It also has my name and rank on it. So if anyone recognizes me or hears about me coming aboard the ship, I'm not saying I'm famous, but, like, on the off chance someone has done a tour with me or something like that, they might catch on, But
I mean, I only
fleeting
have to use
glances.
it until I get into a laundry room, and then I can get into one that fits me better.
Yeah. She, like, looks at your beer belly. I think you'll need to, like unzip it to the waist and maybe wear something else on top. Our
That's
legs are
fine,
kind of
that's-
similar. We've got the same kind of, like, backward knee thing going on, but,
Yeah, I mean that'll cover the rank anyway,
yeah.
because I assume the rank's up here.
Yeah, it's on her, like, shoulders and, like that, lapels and that kind of thing.
That
Yeah,
can
just
be
tie it around your
tied
waist, I
up
guess.
around.
Also, wearing a uniform that doesn't quite fit you is a good excuse for why you're going to the laundry room.
Mm.
Someone stole my thing.
But,
Although,
this ship's big. Like, I have to remind you guys, this ship's not small. Like, she, like, looks at, like, the Chimera, like, we're not, this ship's, it's a good sized ship. But, like, what you need to think of is, we're talking about a galleon here. It's not small.
Maybe there's a way that we can, I don't know, hack an interface, give us more of a clear direction.
I
as
have
to-
I have the Nora link. Someone could guide me through it if we can find blueprints for a ship.
I'm not even talking about that. I mean, like, look at this, right? The Chimera's what? Like, nose to end. Like, 100 feet max. If you count the wingspan, it's probably a good, like, maybe like 130 tops. And, that's not a kind of... The internal spaces are much, much smaller than that. A galleon, it's gonna be, like, at least more than double our ship in length, and at least more than double our ship in width. At least. It could be much, much bigger. It could go up to, like, 4 times, maybe even 5 times the size of the Chimera.
Well, we either try and get uniforms on board the ship, or we go try and seduce some soldiers now. Or mug them.
Well, we can do that in the next sector. We don't have to do it here. We can wait till we're closer. Like, you know, we
we have
could
any
literally
idea-
go to a bar, get someone drunk, get their clothes, and go and be there in an hour, and they might still be unconscious.
Yeah, but then we have to get like a lot
Do
of
we know
clothes.
do we know how long it'll take the galleon to get through that sector?
It'll take about a day, I'd say. It's only
Okay,
got a
so we-
it's big, but its engine's about the same kind of class as ours. They can only do one sector a day. So we have, you know, if he's about a couple hours ahead of us because we're a bit behind, we'll have about 20 hours from whenever we shift over.
The problem I have with the bar is we might go there and not find anyone that has uniform that fits.
It's a gamble.
At least if we go to a laundry room, there's going to be a decent
size
size
for-
range.
Here's like
Person
Plus,
yeah.
if I get caught, it's probably more than likely I can talk my way out of it.
Oh, and if you're going to be carrying around that much uniform, you'll probably want this. Hang on. Atlas will grab her backpack, open it as wide as she can, grab the haversack and tip her 32 gold from one to the other, and then hand the haversack to Barros.
Is that all you have in
You
the
could
haversack?
fit.
Yeah, I had that and clothing for my parents. so-
Okay, all the clothing pulled out as well. Because as soon as you turn it like upside down to shake it like that, like it all comes out.
I shall hand it. It's a magic bag, it holds more stuff.
So I can prepare biscuits for the journey.
You leave crumbs
No,
in that, I'm
that's-
gonna be so mad.
That's not the purpose of the bag.
But you can probably fit uniforms for all of us in there, and it'll just look like a little bag.
Okay.
Not a bad shout.
Right.
Also, if you want to put like a
we're good.
gun or something in there, you just gotta like think about what's in there, and then that gets pulled out. So
Oh, it is an amalgamate ship. I can finally find a gun. I may not be able to kill anyone, but I'm stealing a gun.
just don't overstuff it, because I don't know what happens if you break that thing.
Sounds like we have a plan in place.
Hmm.
It doesn't matter anyway.
We have a
it
plan
won't go
up
into
until
shit.
getting uniforms. You don't have a plan until is that where the plan stops for you
Well,
guys?
That's the thing. We need to I
Get
don't
to
know,
uniforms, find out where they keep the prisoners, go grab
get the
them and get out.
prisoners.
And but okay. So is Volgear staying on the ship the whole time? So you've got 1 hour until the invisibility drops, or is he leaving? Is he gonna leave it and make it visible? Can he do it more than once?
Throw a big sheet over it.
I could do it 4 times.
That could work.
Just
Volgear is also our best hacker.
I mean, Cyrus, if you get to work on this now, maybe we can try to find a way to sustain that for longer. Maybe without him necessarily having to be present there.
Yeah, we'll do that. I mean, I think we're gonna need Volgear with us on the ship to hack terminals to identify and locate Atlas's parents and brother.
Maybe, what happened to those communicators you guys had?
I've still got mine.
I've got mine.
Could try to retrofit those, but maybe you want them for Barros talking, but maybe we could try to set them up for like a long range, like, concentration to enable him to keep casting that spell on the shuttle. Because if a shuttle just fucking appears, it's not
Yeah, it's gonna be
registered.
problematic.
I know Volgar's our best hacker, but I mean, it's not like the rest of us are stupid. I'm sure between us we can
No,
work it out.
Plus, I have worst case scenario. I have the decoder. We have the door opener.
Yeah, the data strike is a one-time use, though. Yes, it's instantaneous. The other one takes time. Time is probably the thing that we don't have them in this
Well, we can.
job.
Well, at least with the thing you have, it might just be able to open the biggest problem that we'll face, the door.
Probably the cell
Hmm.
doors.
Cell doors, yeah. So we'll keep that for the cell doors, I guess.
Yeah, I imagine it'll have a brig, but if they're traveling your family, you know, for such a long, you know, it's a good few days, nearly like a week's travel. They might even be in like some kind of more plush quarters, you know, maybe just they're like lock and key. So We need to make
House
sure you're
arrest.
not getting distracted with, that kind of thing.
How sensitive do soldiers tend to be to bitching and moaning?
As in, like, we bitch and moan a lot.
No, I mean,
in,
like, how
there's
long
bitching
can
and
someone
moaning
complain
at
about
them.
seeing the manager before they'll give in and give someone more plush quarters?
Depends on the crew members, I guess. But potentially. Again, whenever you get on board, maybe you can find that information on a terminal somewhere. I imagine it'll be logged somewhere, but
It's not even like I can send a message to my parents because they won't have holostraps if they're being kept as prisoners.
I mean, I have send it.
and Atlas has met your
Could
parents.
get word to them.
Yeah, she's definitely familiar with people who she has spoke to.
You are familiar with them.
She's scared of them, but yes.
Probably most familiar with Micaiah because you've met him like twice.
Yeah, the younger brother.
Yeah,
But you're also with him for a while. Like, he helped out.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, that would also.
I love that
solve
we're
a
like
big
the younger
problem.
brother is like still older than Atlas, just the middle child.
Yeah.
If
Okay.
Astra could send a message to Micaiah, then he could tell us where they are.
Yeah. And ready himself and my parents to, get out when they need to get out. The last thing I want is to have to try and persuade them to come with us in the middle of all this. Like, my dad has a lot of faith in the system,
Yeah, I doubt he'll feel the same way if the system drops him on Giant.
Yeah.
So, should we send a message to them?
Yeah.
Deal with that first.
Yeah, let's do that.
What are we sending?
Alrighty, they are off. They're not in the same plane of existence right now, so there is a 5% chance it will fail. So roll me
I
a
like those odds.
100.
We're both on ships.
We're both in space.
You're both not on the same ship.
We're both in space. We're both in peril for the amalgamate.
I'm gonna
Hang
roll
on.
anything but a 5 or lower, basically.
Did that come free?
I can't see it.
It was a 21,
Okay, yeah.
but
What do you say?
We'll believe you.
what are we looking to say? Group effort before
Do
she.
you know who sending is from when it's sent?
Yes,
Okay.
they know if they're familiar with you, they know. who-
Okay. So we don't have to waste words explaining who we are.
Yeah. Okay.
I wonder if they know where they're going even. I mean, it's Micaiah. Whatever you tell him, he's gonna freak out.
Yeah. Do you really want to send it to Micaiah? Not your dad?
You can send it to
How
my dad if you
familiar are you?
want.
Well, I've met all of them.
Yeah, I mean, maybe my dad is a better shout. He'll retain the information better, at least.
I don't want Micaiah to lose more feathers.
That
Maybe
might be a
don't
lost
panic.
cause at this point.
They grow back fast.
Okay.
It's more the panicking. I think.
So you're gonna sending to
What are we
Ichabod
saying now?
instead.
He does have a tendency to flap under pressure. Puns.
I'm trying to word it in my head what we all want to say.
Just
Hello, sir.
we're hoping
Try-
we're gonna save
Going
them.
to save you from ship. Where are you? Where are you? On ship.
Be ready for us.
Be ready to escape from Atlas's friend.
He
Yeah, I
knows
think
it's
you've
from
got,
Atlas's friend.
I think you've got 5 more words anyway.
It's a pretty basic message. Do you know where you are?
Yeah.
We're coming to get you.
Yeah.
But be
Um,
polite.
We are on our way to get you. Where are you on ship? Stay safe.
Be Be ready to
Be
escape.
ready
Be ready. Be ready. Stay safe. Switch.
to escape. I imagine that Cyrus and Alice being like, no, you have to give the full message. Be ready to escape. And Astra's going, ah.
That's only 17
Yeah.
words, Astra. Unless she does stay in house.
It might be worth warning them where they're going because they might not know.
Uh,
They're sending you to
They-
Pugna.
they're sending you to Pugna.
Maybe say that at the start.
We don't want that. Atlas is worried.
Don't tell them what.
Atlas is.
Don't do that.
She will.
What do you say?
If she's words left over, she'll say Atlas is worried.
With exactly 3 words left. We are
Love
on our
you,
way to
bye.
get you. Where are you on ship? Be ready, stay safe. They're sending you to Pugna. Atlas is worried. Send a message.
Don't trust them.
Don't trust them.
You did fun of words after Atlas. Atlas is worried was your last 3.
Okay. Alright.
So you, because it would have been like Atlas is, and then cuts off. Like that's what it could have been. But you would
That's
exactly
what every single one of Terrence was, because he could never remember how many words he had. So we just kind of run on and be like, by the way, I was thinking that we, and then just cut off.
Things are getting really dangerous here, like absolutely insane. I really need to tell you that the bad guy is actually.
But he also had like a fuck ton of spell slots to rely on, because he would just count down through them. It's like, actually, that guy that I was telling you about yesterday, remember yesterday when we were in that tavern? They were doing the really weird drink with the sparkler that came out of the top. Anyway, that guy, not his friend, the other guy. Cuts off. Chasm Finnegan just
we
there,
need
like,
you.
Terrence, stop chatting!
Taryn, we need healing. I've no spell slots left. What are you talking about? I sent 5 messages. I'm sorry.
2 of them were just apologizing for all the messages I sent. It's funny to imagine, like, at the other end, like, Atlas's family also arguing over the words.
Micaiah's just screaming. Ah!
I like to think that he has by now just kind of lapsed into silent horror at his predicament.
Just sitting on the bed, rocking.
He just assumes he's going to Pugna or to jail.
Just there like, I never wanted to lie. I never wanted to lie even once, and now I'm in jail. This is what my life has led me. I'm in jail now. I'm in jail because I didn't lie, or because I did lie. I'm in jail now. I'm in jail, and it's all Atlas's fault, and I'm not even allowed to say it's her fault, because everyone's gonna get mad at me if I say it's her fault.
Astra, there is
I
a bit
just
of a
pictured you-
pause. As
Oh,
obviously, Ichabod Moreau collects his thoughts. But then you hear a reply. Protect my daughter. She does stupid things. We are fine. Amalgamate judged us on her actions in full. Temporary transfer, apparently. Middle floor, starboard side. That's it.
Astra will relay that.
Atlas is a little insulted, but can't argue.
Like, damn it. But he has a point.
Like, she does stupid things, like, okay, what else?
But yeah.
So I feel like he's saying don't go, but also if we do go, he's telling us where.
He's saying don't go, but he knows that we're gonna go anyway.
I think maybe it's to keep you from doing anything more reckless.
More reckless than breaking into a prisoner galleon that's transporting them to a dangerous planet that's armed with 500 plus people.
I've
And we're
done
only a small
worse.
cutter class ship.
Yeah, you could have let me do the plan. That is so much worse.
I don't know.
feel like your plan-
If you arrive on the ship and say biscuits for everyone, maybe they would be really chill about it.
If it was my ship, I would let you like take whatever you wanted, I guess.
Trade biscuit for prisoner.
Yeah, why not? Prisoners are just like eat food. Biscuits are food.
We bake 3 cookies. We decorate them exactly like my family.
You could make them
members.
like life size.
We
We
replace.
may need a bigger oven.
We replace them with the cookie. Them. They'll be thin enough to slide between the bars of the jail.
Cyrus, we could turn the engine into a giant oven. That's something you can do, right?
Scrap the plan. We start again.
We can consider that.
Think of the cookies, Barroth. Just staring at
For now.
A beautiful sight.
Little oven
but
in his eyes, just
also-
like the little flame.
Full pirate mode. Kill everyone. Free prisoners after.
We
We're
kill
not.
Everyone.
We are
then-
not going full pirate mode.
If we kill everyone, then does that include the prisoners? Because I'm against that.
No,
then.
no, we save prisoners after, and then think about how many guns we can get.
No one on that ship's done
Oh, the
anything wrong.
guns.
I mean,
I mean,
ACAB.
also, if you wanted to go full pirate, you would just steal the ship. So take everything that's on it already.
Exactly.
No, that's not a suggestion, Atlas. It's hypothetical.
I'm just saying we stole one member of the Amalgamate Army, and it's worked out okay so far.
Yeah,
We
and
didn't
she's starting to
steal
feel
her.
less and less
500.
okay with the whole
we
thing.
Didn't,
I mean,
we
you
didn't
know-
steal her. She was a stowaway. An
Astra kind of made things
accidental stowaway,
awkward,
still a
but that's not our fault.
Yeah, Astra.
I'm going to go do some engineering work now to go with the plan that we have put in place. And Cyrus will leave the
Fine.
table.
I'm gonna also do that, but mainly because it means I've got to take a gun off something, and I feel like the less guns, the better right now.
I'm surrounded by traitors.
Get your biscuits after, Barros. Special biscuits.
They better be the best biscuits, like worth 500 soldiers' lives.
Cyrus, I would like you to give me an engineering tools check, please.
Eros, who no longer worships the god of death, let's go on the ship and kill everyone. And I'm the evil character of the group.
He's not had his biscuits today, he's cranky.
I'm just saying.
He's on a sugar load.
I'm just saying, kill everyone. Like, it's really low down on the list, but like it's on the list, right at the bottom there.
It's
You
still
know,
there.
it's like worst comes to worst.
Think of the amount of guns we could have if we kill everyone.
It doesn't matter anyway, because we're gonna show up there, get halfway through our plan, and then the squid are gonna show up and kill everyone anyway.
That's a
Or
21.
we get caught.
So Cyrus, it does take you like most of the time whenever you're waiting for this engine to recharge here anyway in Vigilance. But you and Daze collectively are able to remove the arcane turret from the shuttle, and you're able to basically swap it out with one of the arcane crystal glasses, which are currently fixed on the top of your ship. You basically put the arcane turret from the shuttle in its stead. So right now the Chimera has 2 arcane turrets, but only 1 arcane glass. And the arcane glass is now on the shuttle instead. They've been swapped. With the natural 20, I'm going to say that you can, as part of a 8-hour period of traveling, so as part of like your general engineering tools, if you ever want to swap out like an arcane turret for an arcane crystal, an arcane glass, you can do that. But you just have to do it as part of your like regular engineering checks, basically.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna make a note of that.
And while you are waiting and doing all this, I need someone to roll me a couple of d20s for onboard and off-board hazards.
I will roll one.
I can roll the other.
As you sit in the expanse for a prolonged
D20? I
period
thought it
of
was normally
time.
like D100s.
Leave the D20 to see if anything happens.
Oh, okay. I'll go on board.
I'll go off board.
Suddenly,
Amazing.
the entire fire inside and out
11s.
sets alight.
Cyrus is fixing it. He's like, perfect. This is the best work I've ever done. Explosion in the background. What was that?
And then from the other ear, you hear an explosion outside the ship. What was that?
Fine. Astral spider.
It's not good. He didn't immediately say anything.
That's all
Well,
good.
I think I have passed my engineering exam with a nat 20.
Yeah, no hazards to take you. You successfully transfer over the bits of the shuttle that you'd like to transfer over, and you are ready to, after a good bit of time waiting, to sleep and then prepare to warp for the next day. Unless you'd like to, speak to any of your crew individually, or like go over anything about the plan, things like that, like in that team, or even with each other as well. If you want to go meet each other separately and talk about things like that.
But did we finish? Does that mean we finish our thingies?
Not yet.
Or
We'll
we
finish
finish
at the end of the day with Atlas's parents.
Right.
So not this evening, potentially. So tomorrow night.
When we're in
Guys,
Amalgamate jail after failing to
I'll-
break them out.
I will switch my hollow straps while we're at the end of the day.
Cool.
My thing, so I've not got my cooking assist on.
That will set back your.
Injustice.
That will
It
set
just
back
keeps
your
it back a day, doesn't
yeah,
it?
by a day. Just make a note.
It's just in case I don't want someone to send me a message and suddenly.
Unless you
Just
decide to
firing to us.
like if you spend the next day, Vulgar, obviously some of it's gonna be spent on a little adventure, but you spend the rest of the day still cooking and doing the cook stuff.
Yeah.
Then you might still.
Oh, that's all
learn
I'm doing.
anyway. So
Yeah, I'm just moving it in
it
case
just makes
I go
it
on a ship
easier
and.
to have the hollow shop.
Yeah, permanently on. Yeah.
Just FYI, I'm switching one of my spells to locate creature.
Cool, that's fine. You
So-
tell me.
Good.
Good shot.
Good decision.
Just FYI for everybody else, so that I remember that I have it. for
Will
whenever.
locate creature work on humanoids?
Yep.
Okay. I didn't know
Creature
if
is
I was a creature or
creature. A beast is like a beast.
Okay.
Creature is every living thing.
I swapped out lesser restoration because I figured I wouldn't need it.
Let's hope nobody dies or loses a limb.
You need more than that. You need more than lesser restoration for that.
Let's hope nobody gets poisoned.
Yeah, that
Sending,
works.
Revivify, Spirit Guardians, Mass Healing Word, Spiritual Weapon, Shield of Faith.
Yep.
Weapons.
Does anyone want to go seek any of your crew out, or
Cyrus has sword. Check. Cyrus has spell
Cyrus,
slots.
Cyrus has a question for Astra.
No, Cyrus will actually probably, once he gets the parts and all swapped over, he'll actually probably seek out Daze.
Yep. She probably is with you. I'd say in the loading bay, as
Okay.
as you're kind of finishing up. She's like, yeah, final few bolts, and that should be us. And you finish it up, and you kind of step back, admire your work. She wipes her brow. It's like, ah, good going. Almost you know what you're doing
this
now.
will work. Yeah, it's taken some time, but I've learned, I think, what I need to. I just wanted to say that I understand the awkward position that you're currently in with what we're about to do, and, well, it is appreciated. The risks that you're taking for us.
Yeah. I mean, look. As much as I, preach and praise that the amalgamate know what's what and, are definitely the people to follow and this kind of thing, I understand that that's not always the ideal outcome for some people. And I understand that sometimes there are a few bad people that can ruin a good thing. A few rotten eggs can ruin a good cake, I can't say
Well, we'll
necessarily
try to-
agree with the decisions that the man who, grabbed Atlas's family and did what he did to them made.
Yeah. But, as you said, the people on the ship aren't exactly accomplices to that. They're just doing their job.
They're just
I can't guarantee that none of them will get injured or maybe even killed, but we'll try and avoid it if possible. If things go smoothly.
the best way. I mean, I think you got good odds. You guys are pretty compelling one way or another. But maybe it helps that I've seen what I've seen, and I know if it was my family who were, having this happen to them, I'd want someone to help me. And I think that's the right thing to do. Sometimes
Well,
that's
maybe-
more important than what's written on in a book somewhere in a courtroom.
Well, maybe if you do get taken in for questioning, maybe you'll learn something about what happened to your father. Maybe they have more information that we don't.
Maybe. Hopefully. Be nice to know.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna turn in and get ready for tomorrow's festivities.
Yeah, I'm gonna run a final check here, run more schematic just to make sure that we're all happy, and then I'm gonna, I don't know, go find a bottle of something if we have anything buried anywhere.
I'm sure we've got something in stock.
Probably.
There's plenty of box wine.
Count me suspect, but something called Lacquer's Brew doesn't really sound like it'll taste very good. Maybe it will, but doubtful, I'm gonna say.
After 2 or 3 bags, you probably won't care about the taste.
I think based on what we're doing tomorrow, I should not be having that much.
Celebration drink then, maybe.
Maybe when it's all blown over and no one died.
Yeah. And then Cyrus just leaves.
Watch you go. You see her the side of her hollow strap, she's back to do whatever she's up to down there. Yeah. Anyone else? Sunshine's just milling about, probably at the helm at the minute, familiarizing himself. Okay, so whenever the helm comes through, I press this button and I say, "Hello, I am Captain Barry Lightshoe of the..."
I feel like Sunshine gets advantage on lying genuinely because he doesn't know what he's saying 9 times out of 10. Is it a lie if you don't know what you're talking about ever?
See, I was about to say Volga will go up there and confuse him, but I feel like if I did that, I'd actually confuse him to the point where he would not be able to do anything.
Yeah, maybe.
Atlas is gonna
So
dig
Volga
out.
will spend their time just helping him, reminding him, and just when you shoot it and you press which button, and as he goes to put no, yes.
Yeah. You basically think you make him turn his back and then turn around and what button to answer to heal, and every time he picks a different button and it's
It's literally just the SpongeBob meme of Patrick the lid. The lid. And he's just touching everywhere but the lid.
Yeah.
Atlas is
At
going
this
to
point-
dig out her bottle of raisin wine that she attempted to make when we only had dry goods.
Yeah.
Pour out a little half glass for everyone and go around handing it out with this is probably awful because I don't have anything to blend it with. But if my father finds out that I made wine this bad, I'll get kicked out of my family anyway, so we gotta get rid of it before we save him. So,
Did you roll for it initially?
I don't think I did.
Well, let's roll for it now. Make me a brewer's supplies check.
I don't know how to do that.
It's gonna be wisdom plus your d20 roll plus your proficiency bonus because you're proficient. You should be
The question is,
theoretically quite
after
good at
this
this.
one, are you proficient anymore?
Oh, I am proficient. Wait, so it's
She
gonna be
grew
a
up doing this.
D20 I'm rolling?
It's an ability check with wisdom, so do a wisdom check and then add your proficiency bonus.
Okay.
It's when your parents find out you've made raisin wine and they rescind your proficiency.
Bad.
It's oh wow, you broke us out of prison.
That's
I made
also
raisin
plus a
wine.
3.
So
Just
11.
closes the door.
It's passable.
Yeah,
It's not
great.
It's not
Volga
like a
will try
bad
some.
wine, but
It was
it's
made with raisins,
Yeah.
you know, it's...
He has sprinkles or nose about it. It's
It's wine.
it's alcohol. It tastes like
Is it, like-
raisins.
Is it really strong?
It's just quite acrid.
I imagine it would probably be weak rather than anything, because wine is normally made with the juice of raisins.
It's
Of
acrid
raisins
in
of
it's
grapes.
acrid in the sense of it's it's you'll know exactly what I mean with this. You know that cheap white wine you get when you go on holiday and it's it's like that. It's wine, it's drinkable and it's fine, but it's not stand out. There's nothing super special going on. Like,
Atlas will sip it and be like, "Yep, you can taste the generations of winemakers that went into this."
I kind of like it.
oh, is that what you call your like elderly members of your family raisins? Because we're all like shriveled up and gross.
All my old family members are dead.
Oh, well, that's just depressing.
Stars pours himself a second glass.
I have some like old bunny folk, but they're like old, like white around the ears, and probably wrinkly under that fur. But
There was a cataclysm on my planet, and my grandfather refused to leave the farm he was born at. So,
oh,
you know,
that's bleak.
apparently it wasn't that great anyway.
Well, once again, I have bamboozled myself into being the most awkward member on this ship by talking, despite the fact that sunshine never stops. And then if I press this button... No, that's the wrong one. The one with the masking tape that says, don't push me. I probably shouldn't push that one. Maybe I should push the... The wine's good, by the way. It's helping me learn the buttons.
I mean,
Vogue is
hey,
just, like,
once we pick up my parents, we're gonna have to
rocking
take them home
backwards.
anyway, so you guys all get a good look at the place.
After about an hour of just
Except
trying to
maybe
talk
Astra.
Sunshine
I don't
through-
know if we're gonna get her off the ship after she saw Spider Man.
No. No. I'm
It's
just
not
stay
that
in my room. If you
scary.
die, bring them to me, okay?
Well,
Astra,
we'll
it'll
be
be
in the
fine.
place. We'll be in the place without the spiders, right?
Well, my home's entirely sterile, so you're all good there.
Yeah. So no spiders in the Moreau house.
Except that one my brother snuck in one time, but we got rid of
Ah,
it.
Cyrus, I'm not going.
No, it'll
Is
be
it-
fine.
You'll have
It'll be
Cyrus
fine.
on one side and Sunshine on the other. You'll be fine.
And they're not that big. They only get to, like, dog size at most.
That is awfully large for a spider.
Dog
In normal
the
terms.
Very define dog.
You know, like the Mastiff.
That's like one of the biggest dogs. That's like the
It's a
top
large
end
dog.
of dog. At that point, just say wolf. You know, like it's... There's less of those.
Well, wolves get way bigger than dogs.
I feel like the wolves on your
Astra-
planet are also fucked up.
Oh, I'm sure they are too.
Does that mean the
Wolves
mastiff?
are the
What if the mastiffs on our planet are like 30 foot tall? Are these like giant spiders?
It's
When I
just
accidentally set
Alice
Ash's-
will wild
Atlas's
shape into
planet
the
on fire
spider.
because I got scared.
Alice
Okay.
is only little. Alice is like cat-sized.
So Atlas turns into this horrific, mutated spider.
She
with
also does it without warning.
huge,
She
like-
just goes, "It's just like a," and then shoo.
Asher jumps and like practically climbs to Cyrus's back.
Hey, okay.
Atlas attempts to go, "See, not scary," but it just comes out as horrifying chittering sounds as it waves
Sure,
its
continues
legs.
just like trying. to find,
Atlas,
like,
I hate to tell you, but you may have a point. You are hideous in that form. And I grew up in hell.
I'm glad you added that form afterwards, or my feelings would be very hurt.
Can you get off me now?
No, I cannot.
Come on, I'm an owl again. I'm not scary.
These is little like these like a rabbit in headlights, like eyes bolt wide open, like fucking like bolt terrible.
Alice has turned back and she's still just like buffering fear.
She's
Buffering
like
fear.
slowly edging behind Cyrus and Astra, like slowly, just like
Ash is
If I
just like,
don't move,
"Oh,
the spider
dude."
will not see it.
Yeah, so she has a few. It had a few more legs than his. And like twice to 3 times the many eyes. And I'm pretty sure there was an eye on her back, which was very peculiar.
There's a
but
whole bunch
it's-
underneath them, but you don't really see
It's
those
just,
ones.
it's just a spider. It's, you know, it's just a slightly bigger spider.
are you drinking that? She like picks up your glass, Astra. And
You guys are such wimps. Like, what do spiders look like on your planet? Kittens?
no! They're like this big! And that's big!
You're
Why
like
don't
the
you even
size of a
see 'em?
raisin.
What if you step on one?
Well, then they die, and that's
When you step
probably
on
like
it.
a good thing, honestly. They're gross. They got like hair on their legs, but like not like the way that I have hair on my legs.
I'm just imagining the spider that Atlas is now imagining, just like a tiny, adorable little like mouse creature.
I mean, the spiders where I'm from are like, I don't know, maybe horse-sized. They're a bit bigger than that, and they're on fire.
I mean,
They kind of look like they're made out of molten rock. It's
Feel
but
like
they,
you're
they
just
look like, but they look like
everywhere that-
spiders. You know, they look like proper spiders. They've got 8 legs.
How does that not look like a spider?
No.
It looks like a spider if you took 2 spiders and glued them back to back.
No,
You've got legs coming.
This is like when my uncle started telling me about the asteroid spiders again. I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back to this memory. I don't want this. I don't want this. I'm gonna have nightmares.
Well, look, if you don't like the spiders, take it up with the gnomes, okay?
What do the gnomes have to do with spiders?
The gnomes broke the spiders.
What? I'm so confused.
They broke the planet.
At least, you know,
I hit the
that
cataclysm.
spider
Sorry,
had like. At least that spider had like a spider face. I've seen spiders that have like proper faces, like teeth.
Like a
Like they
human
open their jaw.
face?
Well, it's not quite like a human face. It's still a spider face, but their spiders' mouths are different.
My
They're
brother
like
once told
walls.
me that there was a planet where all the dogs had human hands on all 4 of their feet, and it gave me nightmares for like 2 weeks.
Okay, well, anyone who doesn't want to have spider chat, I'm gonna go upstairs and sit in the hallway, just to get away from this. And Deez just leaves. Deez just goes upstairs. Sunshine
just gonna
finally
go-
understands the buttons. He's like, and it's this one. This is the button.
He missed
Yeah,
the spider entirely.
The button for hailing. This is the button I
Yeah,
press.
at which point Volgir is sat like at the base of a control panel, just rocking back to front. Red button, red button,
A
red
button that says
red button.
hail on it.
The button that says hail on it. This is the button. The button right here. This button.
Wish
The
I-
button for hailing. Hailing button.
Oh my god.
Maybe we could take a bunch of creatures from my planet and a bunch of creatures from where Cyrus is from, and then we could play a game where we guess which one's which.
I mean, I think it'd be a very easy game. A lot of the creatures from my planet are on fire, so. And yours are just warped.
Terrible.
Yeah,
versions
they're
of
not
what they
normally on
should be.
fire. Not on purpose.
Yeah.
What
I
did
didn't
I just walk into?
Hey
didn't
guys,
mention Bob
I know how
Horrors.
buttons work.
Trauma.
Good job.
Yeah.
Maybe tomorrow you can learn about switches.
No, someone you can teach him. You
Are
can
those
teach
like
him.
levers?
Volgir just runs
They're like
away.
teeny tiny levers.
Teeny tiny levers. Wow.
You know, like lights? They have the little. Cyrus is trying to like mime how a light switch works.
Yeah.
You know, they're like you push one side and the other side pops, and then you push that side and the other side pops. But they have different outcomes. They're not like levers. They're like buttons, but
Normally when I
They're
walk
basi-
into a room, the lights are already on.
okay. Well, they're like.
Are you
buttons.
supposed to turn those off?
Sometimes.
I
if
just
it's-
yell at
if-
Serpana sometimes, and she sometimes does it.
Okay.
You
well,
shouldn't
yeah,
yell at her. Show some
there's that.
respect. She's at least some of a god.
Yeah, but she like doesn't hear me right all the time, or she chooses to ignore me.
Yeah, ever since she got that latest upgrade piece thing, she kind of her personality's changed a little.
Ouch, Cyrus. Very ouch.
No, I'm just saying you're a little bit more devious.
Well, of course she is. She's Fae. They're meant to be.
If you want to get him back
She's
to
becoming
Barnet,
her
just make his
authentic
room
self.
very, very cold.
But she wasn't. My room is like the bridge because I sleep. near
Cyrus
the
is
bridge.
basically my husband at this point.
Whoa, I thought Cyrus was Barris's husband. Cyrus, you cheating whore.
Why am I in relationships? Why am I in so many?
Well, you know, Astra doesn't want to be in any, and we have to have at least a couple of Asimov relationships per ship, so you gotta pick
So
up
my
her
relationship
slack.
is with the captain and the captain ship.
Yes.
Not calling you the ship, Saparna. Just it's the easiest way of fitting the metaphor.
Also, for someone who hates gods, marrying one would be pretty funny.
Referring to her as an AI is an easier way for me to cope with the relationship. Not that we're in a relationship, you know what I meant. The work relationship.
If you're in a
I
relationship
hate it when you call it that, Cyrus.
If you're in a relationship with the ship, does that not mean you're in a relationship with all the AI on the ship?
No. No.
If you're in a relationship with the ship, is that why you always insist on doing your engineering alone?
Mm-hmm. Do we? I really don't think we
Careless
should go, ever go near
Whisper
that
starts
engineering
playing from the radio. Loudly.
Honestly, I like doing my engineering work alone because it gives me time to think.
Careful, Cyrus. Some of those pipes get pretty hot.
I can take the heat.
Like that. Don't like that at all.
I've never
Upstairs,
never go near
upstairs, the door to Dean's room closes.
Well, on that note, I'm going to go try not to think about how, in one fell swoop I could lose my entire family who still love me.
I need a drink.
I need to. I wish we had the VR headsets again. I need to get this image out of my head.
The
How about a
spider or
drink?
Cyrus in the engineering room?
The spider. What's like listening to that part? I'm still traumatized.
I can traumatize the spider right out of your brain if you want.
Don't say anything about what I don't do in engineering. Don't
You said
put
might.
into pudding.
You said
Don't-
might.
That was a slip of the tongue. I meant in what you think I might do when I actually don't do it.
He
So
likes to
don't-
have some special alone time with some pipes in engineering.
Ash, they're like, okay.
Sunshine leans onto his hollow shot and goes like, "Oh yeah, sounds fun. On the way." And he just gets up and he goes upstairs.
Would you like to
Asher,
bring a
like,
bottle of wine
side-eyes
with you
it,
as
like-
well?
Me and Days are gonna go watch a movie. She's been showing me like these like war films.
Have fun.
You can come with if you want. They're cool. Like amalgamate like war films.
Like propaganda? Is she showing you propaganda?
I don't know.
She's radicalizing him.
Maybe. I mean, it's about like the Dracula Concordat wars. It's like I don't know. It's like movies.
It's
Could
just
be
real
propaganda.
battle reports.
Could be propaganda, could be battle report, could be like, I don't know, documentaries, mockumentaries, who knows.
You go up there and Days has downloaded the wrong type of battle report. It's
Oh no, my shields have gone down. I need some help. Get them up.
That's when she locks the door.
Well, you guys go ahead. I'm gonna go try and message my brother.
Good luck.
Well, Volga is going to try and drown a bit of his sorrows after spending what probably has been an hour trying to teach Sunshine which button to press.
Yeah.
Can't have been that bad. Cyrus passes him a glass.
Volga takes the bottle.
Oh dear. Hey, don't forget we need you fit and focus tomorrow.
Well, that's fine. Don't worry. Don't forget that you've just volunteered to teach him about switches tomorrow.
I said no such thing. Atlas brought up the switches. I was knew what they were. They're like buttons, so he should catch on pretty quick.
It took him an hour to press the right button.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of buttons. You know, if you showed me the
I taped
bridge controls, it would take me a while, and I've been on the
I
ship for a while.
taped every single one but one.
Did you put a post-it note on it saying press this
Yes.
one? Oh.
There was a long period of time, Vulgar, you had to explain that he didn't have to turn it. He was trying to turn it. Like,
I am
twist it.
Groot. I am Groot. I am Groot. No, that's the button that kills everyone.
Yeah, it for some reason the hail and shoot every weapon button are next.
Oh.
Will's just being possessed by the devil.
He's so
Yeah,
mad.
somehow at one point he took the button off the control panel. I don't even know how he did that.
You know, he's got sharp claws. I guess he got underneath the paneling and I don't know. Maybe if you write "don't press this," he just sees "press this." You know, when someone says "don't jump out of the building," they feel the urge to jump out the building. You know, that impulse. Don't do this. I want to do it. Like whatever, everything that we say don't do to Atlas, and Atlas just has to go and do it. You know.
I can still hear you.
That was intentional.
Well, that's just a given. Right. Takes another swig. I'm off to bed before I drink too much of this and not wake up tomorrow.
Yeah. Barros, you know that the longer you stare at the biscuit maker, the longer it takes to make the biscuit. It's like watching a pot of tea boil.
But it creates better biscuits. You know, like how plants grow faster if you sing to it and talk to it and tell it bedtime stories. Well, the same works for cookies.
So if you stare at the biscuit longingly, the biscuit tastes better.
Yes, and I read it bedtime stories and sing it songs. They taste much better.
As Volga disappears, he'll just
That's
whisper in
like
Cyrus's ear, I think I might need to put a time restriction lock on that biscuit maker. Otherwise, he's never going to sleep.
Enjoy your biscuits, Captain. And Cyrus will get up and start making his way to bed. Or
And aren't you already in your bed?
He sleeps in the auxiliary.
he has to walk 5 paces or whatever it is
Yeah.
Through a doorway.
from kitchen to bunk.
Barros makes his biscuits, gets a glass of milk, and goes to bed.
You go upstairs, Barros, to your bedroom, and you go to the auxiliary.
I'll go to the auxiliary if Cyrus is there.
As you initially open the doors to the auxiliary, you see like Cyrus is like getting him to bed, and Serpana has like dimmed the lights a little bit. And as you come in, like the lights go like back up to full like beams, like ah! And she's like, "Don't! It's rude not to knock."
Well, Cyrus needs his bedtime story.
Fair enough. I'll leave you two alone. And then she dims the lights again.
They go red, a dim light,
Yeah,
red.
like a dim, like purpley red color.
What story is it tonight, Barros?
It's called the Dwarf and the Dragonborn.
Oh, of course it
It's
is.
a romance, of course.
Sure. Why the hell not? Cyrus will just lie back and like close his eyes.
Okay, so as Barros reads Cyrus smutch to send him off to sleep.
Oh, by the way, I've changed whatever name the dwarf had to Volga.
Okay. The dwarf's
Are
name
you
is
trying?
Vulgar.
It
Are
was
you trying to
originally
give me nightmares?
Borin, obviously, and Cazador
Obviously.
the Dragonborn.
Yeah, the original story was Born in Kaz.
You watch that smutty mouth? No.
But
They
yeah,
were big.
And it was written by Diero. Every single smut book about the Talons was written by Diero.
Volgir heads up to his quarters with a good bit of drink in him. Atlas beds down with up in their room with Tewa to prepare for the coming day. Astra, I imagine, just resides to her quarters.
Tries to meditate, get the image of that spider out of her head first.
You hear from across the corridor, Astra, as you like are going into your room, the sounds of like, like from like Daze's like room door, and then Sunshine laughing like, "That man has no entrails!" like quite loudly.
Hilarious.
And yeah,
Whose room shares the walls with that?
I believe Atlas shares the wall with Daze.
I don't remember without the.
I'm pretty sure Atlas shares the wall with Daze. I'm pretty sure.
I'm like top left.
Are you top left? You
You're
oh no,
top left.
Vulgar, you share because you're bottom left,
Vulgar.
aren't you?
Oh,
lovely.
Vulgar.
So Vulgar, you get the basically the sounds of Saving Private Ryan, and then Sunshine's live
EJ
commentary.
scene.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
Atlas.
It's Save It Private Ryan with Dragonborn voices and screaming happening, and it's so war flashbacks for Vulgar.
Vulgar likes that.
Meanwhile, as Astra's trying to get to sleep, all she can hear is strange skittering noises through the wall that could be a giant spider, or it could just be, you know, someone clawing their nails across the side in a creepy manner.
Yeah.
Spiritual weapon appears in Atlas's
Right.
room.
I think it's how Astra ends up in Daz's room, just to, like, get away from the scuttling. Or the med bay, maybe. The med bay is the safe shout.
like, maybe like knock on Days room if Sunshine's still and there's like, I keep hearing noises. Can I come in here?
Of course. Come in.
Atlas
Okay.
will also attempt to send a sending to Kalis. But I know if she gets a response, she only gets one word back anyway.
As a note, Astra, when you go in, Daze is in some fluffy little pajamas you've never seen her wear, and Sunshine
Does
is
she
like
have bunny slippers?
she has little bunny
Is that
slippers,
weird?
and she has little like tied at the cuffs, like almost like top and bottoms that are separate, and they're like pastel colors, and she's like very like as she comes in, she like pulls the covers up a little bit, like because Sunshine let you in, not her. And she like sits a little bit awkwardly. And Sunshine's just like in his normal clothing, and he's just like, "This is a good bit here." Where
fluffy jammies.
rewind it back. There's actually quite a nice heartfelt moment here whenever the man talks to the other man about how scared he is. It is quite genuine in fear. And like it's like you go back and they're just watching, like, it is literally just like a very dramatized like version of a war. Like it is kind of like it is literally a Steven Spielberg presents like depiction of like a battle. Obviously like a reenactment to some level that has been dramatized for like entertainment purposes. You seem to be coming to the point where it's not like too bad. It's not too. It's like it's focused more on the story now. They've got past the initial shock and horror stage. Still a bit like, you know, not the most lighthearted feature. But
Fury.
Sunshine and Diaz seem to both quite like the. I think Sunshine quite likes the gore. But Diaz quite likes like the military aspect. She talks about and like she's like, look at how like that's so real. She's like, that's so realistic, and like every now and then comments on it. But yeah, you kind of like a little movie club, where maybe you just don't look at the screen most of the time because like, but at least you can't hear the sound of scuttling anymore. And yeah, they're also drinking like to excess. They're like having a proper slumber party vibes. If you want to get involved.
Get cozy on the floor, maybe like just fall asleep eventually because she's tired, but she's afraid.
Yep. Alrighty.
But then
And
she'll probably wake up to the odd bangs every now and again.
Yeah, every now and again there's a little, like a bang or like a loud noise like stirs you awake.
Like really loud, but it's like.
And as you kind of like wake up, you find like Sunshine has like put his like big paw like quite comfortingly like all like around your like down past your neck and like resting on your far shoulder and like a very like comforting kind of like it's like almost like a weighted blanket. And yeah, meanwhile across the corridor, after she finds no more signs of, you know, hyperventilation and panic from Astra's room, Atlas plans to send a message off to Kalis.
Yeah, she will just send I'm going to fix everything. You know I'm sorry.
Roll me a D100, and you want to roll above a 51. 51 or higher. Yeah,
No,
no,
I
above a
only-
51, and 52 or higher, so 50%.
No, I only get my one word answer anyway, because he doesn't talk to me. 100.
Oh my god.
That definitely goes through.
Okay, do I get okay, or do I just not get anything?
You just hear kind of like a sleepy, like maybe not fully awake, maybe like the message was sent whenever he was asleep. Like a stirring. Okay, sis.
Got 2 words, that's enough for me.
And yeah, you couldn't tell, even if you were passive insight, if it was exhaustion, fatigue, or disappointment that hung on those words. But eventually you all bed down for the night, whether it be sat snuggled up to a chimera, pondering what the days to come will mean for your family's future, or drinking and watching movies and snuggling up to a giant Leonan's paw, or seductively reading bedtime tales to one another. As a ship's AI, who is a god, eavesdrops curiously.
Sorry, but all that could run through my head there was like just image of like Astra like snuggled up to Sunshine's paw, image of Atlas snuggled up with Tewa's paw, and then just Feros reading like, he grabs me with his meaty paws.
And yeah, or if you're a Volgir, it's retiring to your room, probably ready for the next day, with a Dragon, you know.
Just hearing pew pew pew.
Every now and again, the sound of like distant thing, but eventually the sounds do stop as everyone does fall asleep and silence washes over the Chimera.
And they
That-
lived for ever and ever again.
Volgir almost asleep, hearing like distant gunfire and be like, we're being attacked. No, it's fine. It's all fine.
Just a movie. Yeah, and that is where we're gonna stop for tonight. Bye, byes.